up, Woodward. We are starting off your day with a brand new crew. Meet Broder.
I can't control my arms sometimes. My limbs are just kind of flying.
Detroit Kool-Aid.
Fired up!
Y'all got Kool-Aid.
I'm fired up! But with the Wake Up Woodward crew, he's actually a part of the family.
Flannel Sam.
Ask me about my wiener.
Okay.
Along with JB and KG. Wake Up Woodward gets you all of your Detroit sports talk. Every morning, 8 to 10 a.m. Live on Woodward Sports. A show for Detroit, by Detroit, with people from Detroit. Tell Siri to set an alarm, because it's time to Wake Up Woodward.
Y'all just heard it right there. It's time to Wake Up Woodward. Woo!
What am I doing with my
Detroit
hands?
Lions training camp. That's what I'm saying. That's the feeling that we all have right now. What do we do? Why? Because Detroit Lions football is back for you. And yeah, it is Bar King Friday. So you guys already know what it is. I can't wait. We got the Bar King over here. I do got another beat today, man. I think I'm ready.
Another beat?
I think I'm ready today.
Another beat?
Another one. It's a little bit more chill. It's dope.
Do you see the swag oozing out of the booth right now?
I do.
I need to.
Ooh,
I need to like.
crispy.
I need to hire someone from the chat to like style me, like to fit this segment. 'Cause
Hey.
I don't think I have the juice. I don't think I have the style. I got the bars. I'm coming
Oh,
for
look,
you.
man, the Fab Five shirt is culture. I got to give you that one. I love it every time, man.
I got it. There was so much just Michigan stuff spewing left and right on the network
So
yesterday.
more.
KG couldn't get a word in. We got to revisit.
Yeah.
And on a side, on the less spicy note, it was just fun talking college football. I listened to it.
was.
Like the conversation was, it had its moments, but like, all right, college football's here and it's
here.
different. I'm excited.
Hey.
Screw it.
It's your boy Brandon, a.k.a. Detroit Kool-Aid, your credentialed Pistons reporter and writer for the network. And this here, Matthew Broder.
That's me.
Your credentialed Tigers and Lions reporter and writer for the network. And you know what, man?
What?
One of the questions that's just been kind of kicking around in my head has been, who's going to kind of see their revival first? Michigan basketball or Michigan State football? New coaches. I think that you can really believe
That's
in
a good
both of these regimes. I
Ooh.
like with both of these programs where they're headed.
Yeah, we just got to see it. Like, yeah, Dusty May's doing great things. We got to see it. It seems great on the surface. It's been such a rough stretch these last couple of years. We got to see it. But I'm excited. The future is bright, man. Even at Michigan State, you know what? I learned a lot. Spenny almost breezed through the Michigan State segment yesterday. I actually learned a lot more about that football team than I thought. The things he was saying, there's room for Michigan State football fans to be excited. It might not be an immediate 10-win season. It's probably 6, 7, maybe 8. But we talk about their running backs, who Aiden Chili's is coming back. Hey, they got some things going. So there's time to show some love.
There definitely is. You know what? I think it's a perfect time then to go to our booth. Shout out to that dude, Justin. He's on his way out right now to get some content on a whim. That dude, hey, shout out to him, man. I'm glad that intern label is gone.
Yeah.
He's a deserving part of not just the Woo Crew, but Woodward Sports.
Moving on up.
Yeah. But I got to get over here to the Denny booth today on a Friday. Woodward Sports MVP, JB Smooth. He's looking smooth. I got to go there first. Say what up, though, to the people. and tell us, man, look, Michigan State football, Michigan basketball, do you see some revivals in the future soon? And which one do you think is going to get kicked off first?
Soon, I'm hoping is football, just because of the shit show that's happened the past couple years, especially with the Tuck coming. That was
Tuck coming.
That was a pretty painful season to endure and have to go through.
came, all right.
But hey, we got K9 out of it, so I can't really complain about that. But I definitely need to see that revamped football as well. Tom Izzo's gonna do his thing, so I can't push the hand of the GOAT to force his team to be any better. But it has to come through the football side first and foremost, and I think that'll start with having a good quality quarterback, which they do right now in Aiden Child. So I'm definitely hoping that football season is where it needs to be. It's where it needs to kick off. It's not going to be a Michigan 10, 8, 9 win season you guys are sitting here predicting, but
11.
Whatever. It'll be an improvement from what we've seen before, and at least make a bowl appearance.
So you're as a Spartan fan, you're excited then about where your football team is right now.
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for game one. It's go time. We've been so deprived of football for so long, especially given that Super Bowl was all the way in February. It's like we need something. We need something.
I
We
don't
need
like
that
how
juice.
composed you're sounding.
I
I don't
was-
like how like clear, concise.
Do you see him on a Bar King fight? No, put the camera back on him because I was about to say something. Tell me if I'm lying.
What?
Tell me this dude didn't just channel the image of Mos Def. Come on, bro.
Oh, I can see it.
God.
talking
I can
about?
see it.
I can see it, dog. He's about to get it in today.
Shout out.
Nah,
Yasin
go on somewhere,
Bey.
Miss New Booty. Go on somewhere, Miss New Booty.
Hey, we gotta say shout out to Detroit's #1 draft pick in the sound booth over here, Black Hollywood, aka Morpheus. What up, though, KG?
Black and yellow, black and
Listen.
yellow.
Hey,
You're reigning, defending, undisputed.
he is
Bar
our
King.
tribal chief.
He is here, and I am here to defend my title for a third straight week. I'm not gonna lie, y'all almost got out of it today. I had a late night last night. I fell asleep trying to write bars. I came in here this morning, had to finish it up, but we got something for the people today, man.
I was gonna
we gonna entertain the
I
people.
was gonna protect the king. I wasn't gonna snitch on you. I wasn't going to give you a penalty.
No, it's all
But you're an
good.
honest man.
He's an honest man.
I'm a king of the people.
Honesty don't help you in
I
this
like
this
that.
week, though.
It doesn't.
We'll see.
It doesn't.
We'll see. I'm not a rapper.
What was
But see, I'm not a rapper, though. But Matthew Broder. Shout out to the veteran squad as well. Flannel Sam, we love you, brother. But do you want to tell the people what we are talking about today?
I would love to. Football in the first hour.
That sounds amazing.
Pistons, basketball, and Bar King in the second hour. That's it.
Let's go.
We got football. We're talking Lions and a little bit of college football right in that 8:45 segment. Second hour, we're hitting on Jaden Ivey a little bit more. We got some points. We got to hone in on some Jaden Ivey things. So we're going to just take a second, do a little player preview on Jaden Ivey before we get to Bar King. I have 9:30 to 10 o'clock blocked. Like we got to get done with Bar King by 9:30 because we got What's Trending with JB and an extended mailbag.
All right.
This is one. I love interacting with the chat on Fridays. It's built in now. We got to do it.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about.
Hey, I cannot wait. And with the Jaden Ivey thing, I got some comments here. I know that you guys believe off the bench and stagger. I got some things that say he should start.
Okay.
But we got to get into this because obviously it's about the Lions. But let's get things kicked off.
Yeah.
Matthew Broder.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, let me, I'll start with the sports real quick. We're not going to spend much or any time. Ooh, there's a nice little stroll by.
Is
All
this
right,
for real?
compose yourself.
We got breaking
You
news
got to
real
raise them
quick.
curtains, man.
Yeah, I know.
Michael Badgley
Yes.
out for the season.
Oh,
What?
Out for the season.
What?
Yeah, it's all up. Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero, Adam Schefter. Lions kicker Michael Badgley is out for the rest of the season after injuring his leg during practice Thursday, and the team deciding to place him on injured reserve.
Dang.
Wow.
Sheesh.
So I was wondering, as you
Hey.
see in the show sheet, we're going to talk about Jake Bates because he had himself a day, and there were, comments different of the beat writers were writing. Michael Badgley was just on the sideline and nothing looked up, but he wasn't participating. It was all Jake Bates day. I guess we know why.
Listen, man. I don't wish injury on anybody, but this is the Lord's work, man.
Golly.
I'm just
I'm not a
saying,
part of
man.
this.
I mean, everything. I'll say everything worked out. You don't wish injury on nobody, but
I
at the
don't.
very
I
least,
swear I
you
don't.
have a Master Bates here.
Exactly. I mean, make room for Jake Bates, man. I heard he was perfect on all his kicks in training camp so far. I'm excited for this kid, man. I really am. No offense to Michael Badgley. Get well, man. We do hope that you do recover and be a part of this team, but it looked like this is the what's his name? Jake Bates' team going forward. So
Yep, and those kicks were all outdoors, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's the whole. Anytime I hear any type of knock against Jake Bates, it's he can do this indoors, but what about outdoors? And luckily, the Lions, I think they have 3 outdoor games this year.
Yeah, and then you're hosting 3 playoff games at home, and then the Super Bowl's in the dome, too. You
I
know what I'm
see what
saying?
you did there.
You know what I'm
Teams
saying?
were on his football. Man,
Seriously.
I'm pumped up.
Those are some of the little small storylines throughout the season that are huge. You go get that number 1 seed, your entire playoffs are in a dome.
yeah.
And I'll defend Jared Goff. I'll defend this team and Jake Bates too. It's an advantage for them being in a dome. It is what it is. So that's another reason to go get that number 1 seed.
Listen, make your home field advantages your home field advantages, and I say that because even on the road, we already know how one pride travels.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit here and tell me when they went down to face the Bucks that wasn't a home game? You're gonna tell me when they faced the Packers that wasn't a home game? Shout out to Detroit Lions fans, man.
They were showing up.
They were showing up.
They were showing up.
And
I believe Monday they get to show up down at Allen Park. Maybe this weekend season ticket holders or Lions loyal members get to go. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chap. I know everyone gets to go, or if you got your tickets on Monday.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. We're going to get into Lions for the next 45 minutes here, 30, 45 minutes. Quick note, our short note on the Tigers. They won yesterday. Bullpen day. They won 3-0.
They did.
But the highlight of the game,
Javi
Baez.
He's back.
Javi Watts, let's go.
He's back.
Javi, hey, you know what? Give him a big bat energy stamp of approval from Detroit Kool-Aid yesterday, man. The home run, it won the game. It got me fired up.
Bro,
Let's rock,
Bro,
man.
I gotta ask you something though.
Yes.
Was he pimping that home run? The look and everything, he was slow around the bases, man. I don't know. About
You don't
that
know
one.
when you're going to be able to touch all 4 pillows again, bro.
Listen, it's your second home run of the season. I don't know if you should be pimping that one, but I'm just saying, man.
You both have a point. Like, you're both spot. It's his second home run of the day, so don't pimp it. Also, when is it ever going to happen again? And it was a no-doubter. It only went like 420, but it was a no-doubter.
Because you never know. That was just
Screw
for the
it.
documentary, bro.
I don't think it was like a disrespectful pimp, but he gave it a look.
Well,
I think he surprised himself.
I think he did.
He's like, whoa. Oh,
You know what? Especially after
contact.
especially after that time where I think someone threw kind of close in or hit him. And then the
Maybe
pitcher
it
said
was.
something back like, bro, you're hitting like below 100 or something like that.
You don't jaw at Javi. Remember, Javi as a villain?
Yeah.
So it's like you finally hit a
Remember that
home
Mets
run.
series like 3 months ago?
Yeah, man. Well, listen,
His last home run?
I hate to promo the next show, but I have to, man. Neil is going to have something to say about that Javi home run, so make sure y'all tune in. He's going to have something to say about it.
Asterisk, game-winning home run.
Game-winning home run.
Game-winning
yes.
home run.
Whenever, don't let him address that home run without making sure you say, hey, game-winning home run.
I got you.
There we go.
I'll do what I can. No
There we-
promises, though.
Hey, look, man, you're the Javi Watch guy here, right?
Yeah.
Let's go. And you know what? The Tigers, they just
They're hanging in there. They're hanging in there.
They won't let the wheels fall off.
They gained a half a game in the wild card race, but more teams are climbing ahead of them.
Yeah.
Now they got the Rangers, the Rays, the Mariners, and the Red Sox all in front.
Yeah.
So it's a party. It's a party. They just gotta win out. Bly Madras had 3 hits last night. Shout out. Hasn't done much since last night. But the story. There was more breaking news last night. The story. On the same day.
Prodigal son has returned.
Breaking news. Do you want to break it?
Go ahead, do this.
Okay,
I'm just gonna hype it up.
you take Badgley, I'll take this one. Breaking
You know,
news.
that's it.
On
Dun, dun, dun.
the same day, Javi Baez hits his second home run of the year. Killian Hayes.
Dun, dun, dun,
Killian
dun,
Hayes
dun,
signs
dun,
with the Mets. He's back in the NBA. Killian.
Unbelievable.
Back in the NBA. I told y'all he was an NBA player.
Wow.
I told y'all.
Why?
Wow, man.
Why?
Oh, July
Let's
26th.
go.
That's
Playmaker Supremo.
That is wild.
How you
Why?
feeling, KG?
Hey, good luck
Why?
to the man. That's how I'm feeling. I'm glad he ain't here no more. I say that.
Come on, man.
Nah,
What a
I'm good.
polarizing month for the country. All this stuff going on.
It is wild times. It really is.
Killian Hayes back in the NBA. He got cut from the
Hayes.
French national team.
I guess.
All right.
Damn, he got cut from the French team?
Even the French don't want
His own country don't want him. Damn.
Didn't he? I'm not making that up, right? He did.
That was the word on the street,
Oh,
man.
wow,
that was the word on the street. But real talk. I'm hoping that Killian Hayes figures this thing out. I really do.
Like Ben Simmons did in Brooklyn. Another
That's
lefty.
gonna be a backcourt.
Another lefty in
That's
Brooklyn.
gonna be a backcourt.
Dude,
dog.
that's got to be the highest shooting percentage backcourt in the history of the NBA. Ben Simmons and Killian Hayes. Let's throw Markelle Fultz in there.
It's like bricklayers, Doinks, and
Right.
Associates.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. The second worst Pistons draft pick of all time.
Wow. You know what?
I can't put him
That's
over
gonna be a conversation.
I can't put him over Darko. I cannot.
That's gonna be a conversation with that.
He's the second worst Pistons pick.
I don't know
worst
if you could.
and the best draft pick.
I don't know if you could ever find a draft pick that could ever go over Darko in terms of worst draft
Darko
pick.
is like one of the worst draft picks of all sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More because of the players that they passed on.
Yeah.
Similar
and
thing
the fact
with
that we won a
Killian, though.
championship, it could have won another one if we added one of those
Or
top
three.
Yeah,
He was a dynasty.
Melo was
He was literally an end of an era. He was a
Yeah.
dynasty killer. And it's like with Killian Hayes, similar thing too. It's who he was picked ahead of as well. If Killian Hayes was picked 15th, you probably have less resentment against him. But when you know that there was a whole Tyrese Halliburton on the board and you passed up a Tyrese Halliburton and other players that panned out pretty well to be able to get a Killian Hayes.
Yeah.
Because Desmond Bain, wasn't Desmond Bain a part of that draft as well?
I think so, yeah.
There were some other guys. Like
Those guys, yeah.
When I continued to kind of look at this, it was like, man, that pick was so brutal, bro. So bad.
Brutal.
Killian Hayes back in the NBA, though.
Boo.
Little pet. Give him a little pet. Gotta give him some pet food. We're gonna talk Lions here. We gotta get back into the training camp talk. That was fun though.
You know what?
Shout out Killian.
Hey, listen, you know where his American home was, though, right?
Where?
Somewhere where the Tigers get their summer and their spring work in, Lakeland.
No way.
Hey, and you know what? Maybe Lakeland, Florida also needs a premier pet supply as well, because I know it's Michigan's best pet store. It would be down there as well. Same prices and all the conveniences online and big box retailers, with one major difference. It's been family and locally owned for over 30 plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same day, local curbside, and home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. Visit them online, premierpetsupply.com.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand, you offer more products to more people, and that's exactly what Les Stanford did when they added Les Stanford Buick GMC. They offer the same great service that their customers have come to know and expect. So go check them out on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile Road. You can also check them out in Dearborn today at lesstanford.com. This is Les Stanford Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Let's drive right down the legendary Woodward Avenue.
Let's go.
Home of all 4 pro sports teams, the most unique sports city in America, man. I love it.
Let's go.
It's
chat.
Wake Up Woodward. Let's go chat. As always, you guys are the most important part of this Woo Crew production. Just need you guys to go ahead and hit that like button. Satisfy that like button.
Please.
Smash it. Treat it nice. Treat it right. You guys already know what it is. Hey. Get that mic on.
Oh,
there
my
we
mic
go.
is on now, but what's
Yeah,
up?
turn my headphones on. Oh, there we go.
Hey, it's Friday, baby. So go ahead and treat that like button real nice. Kool-Aid, serenade them.
Treat it right.
Spank it.
Spank it.
Justin. Justin. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Spank it.
Jake Bates.
Detroit Lions, boy. Training camp. And it's like the footage. We keep seeing highlights. We keep seeing clips. And it just keeps getting better. Give me more and more and more J-Mo content, too, by the way. I'm on victory lap number 17, by the way. Sorry, my guy, Flannel.
All of it.
He better be ready for that jersey, man.
Man.
I got ripped with talking about J-Mo and talking positively about him 2 years ago when I first started here. It's great to see it. Aside, actually, I don't want a victory lap. I'll take any and all J-Mo highlights. Like that's the type of special he is. He's a head turner.
Yeah.
He's Neil described on, I think it was Neil yesterday on the show. Yeah, with Sean, he was like, when he touches the ball, you move a little bit out of your seat. You're like, oh, okay, all right, something might happen
for real.
here. He's special. He's special. He's turning. We might need to not temper our expectations, but I was just about to say he's turning into a star. I should say he's got star potential. We got to see a little bit more. But everything we're seeing and hearing down there is so positive, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on him today because we talked about him yesterday. But I keep hearing he's just stacked another good day, another great training camp practice, and that's all you want to see. That's the value of being at training camp from day one, from having an off season under your belt, healthy and with your team.
Yep.
We're starting to see it pay off in camp, and yes, it's just camp. But this is where we got to start to see it anyway. So let's be excited about him.
Let's be excited.
Let's do
be
it.
excited. You know, as just a fan, to kind of put a bow on it, J-Mo will get way more action this year.
Oh, way more.
KG?
KG Barking?
Yes, that is
Yay
a
or
bar.
nay?
That
Let's
is a bar.
go. Let's go. Shout out Justin.
Barking approves.
You know what I didn't include in this chat, and a very valued chat member just reminded me of it.
What up,
I
though?
should say what I didn't put in the show sheet. Lions signed out of the international player pathway program, David Bada. Bada bing, bada boom reminded me of that. What a setup for Bada bing, bada boom. But I don't know a ton about this guy. He was brought in through the program in 2020, kind of bounced around a little bit, played a few games with the Washington, I think it was the football club at that time, the Commanders, had 2 tackles. He's still a developmental project, but he does have a cool introduction. I'm signing with the Lions video out there, so go check him out. But there were a lot of celebrity guests.
I saw that.
Camp. Some polarizing ones. But it was just some very polarizing ones. But cool to see. Yeah, Hulk Hogan was there running a promo with Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Clarissa Shields,
Hey,
the greatest woman
put
of
him
all
up.
time.
I might be at that fight tomorrow night. So
Hey.
Tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night,
Get that
I believe.
content.
Yeah.
We need to promote that because I heard I think it was someone in the chat said they haven't sold many tickets or something. We got to support.
Yeah, which is
support
crazy.
her.
She is not a dog, but she is a beast.
We can call her a dog.
Yeah, well, she a beast in the ring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out Clarissa Shields, man.
Shout out Clarissa Shields and
out.
busting with the boys, Taylor Lewan,
Yeah.
Will Compton. I love me some Taylor.
And in
Taylor and I
town.
overlapped at Michigan. He's from Scottsdale, Arizona, out of Chaparral High School. Cool seeing the Lions camp. It's getting national.
So much excitement, and it's not just excitement because it's football's back. It's also because the Lions are the team that other organizations are trying to copy.
Yes,
They
sir.
are the team that free agents and draft picks wanted to come to, and it's Super Bowl expectations. No matter how much noise outsiders try to drum up for the Packers, everybody knows exactly what the real is, and that's the Detroit Lions.
Yes. And that breaking news played perfectly into this segment. First thing I had on the show sheet
I see.
was Jake Bates, 6 of 6 from deep. I think 2 or 3 were over 50 yards. Great to see him doing that. But KG,
Yeah.
JB, Kool-Aid, I want to ask you guys.
Yes, sir.
And I wasn't down there yesterday, so I've read some notes from Jeff Risdon, Tim Twentyman, the Detroit Football Network, from Justin Rogers. Jake Bates they were also working on kickoff, and they were like, it's not like he was kicking them all deep. It was a little all over the place, like some short, some long, some to the side. I believe, and some of them wrote about this, I believe they're practicing different kickoff strategies. It's not just going to be one strategy. And with Jake Bates back there, they got to figure out what their kickoff strategy is going to be versus kick return, where I'm calling to put J-Mo back there, put your weapons. But now what does Jake Bates do? What does his team do on the kickoff? What do you think, what's to make of this?
I like, just briefly, I like the versatility and the options that they're giving themselves across the board. Whether that was from the kicking position, or that's from wide receiver, running back, especially on the defense where they got a couple players that you can kind of move all around. Obviously, Brian Branch, one of those players that's kind of making some noise because of the position. This ain't going to stick him at, but overall, I like the position the Lions are in to be able to scheme up anything on the fly and know that they have the personnel that can adjust to it.
And shout out Dave Phipp. He doesn't get enough credit as being one of the best special teams coaches in the league. I feel like, a majority of kickoffs will be Jack Fox still as far as pinning teams deep, but I'm with you, Broder. I think they might be cooking something up. Maybe they use Jake Bates as like a specialist type kicker in order to pin him, you know, in that neutral zone or whatever, you know, with the new kicking rule. So I'm interested to see it, man. But I do still think that majority of kickoffs will be Jack Fox.
Yeah, yeah. And when I talk about putting J-Mo back there to make it not only force the ball into his hand or give him another chance, a high percentage chance of getting the ball in his hand, it's also the strategy of if the other team tries to kick around him with the new kickoff rules, you make some mistakes. This Detroit offense is starting with the ball at the 35 or the 40.
Yes, sir.
So there's some strategy involved. One of the other highlights from yesterday, I'll give you two, JB, depending on what direction you want to go to. Levi O getting first-team reps coming off the edge opposite Hutch.
I heard he's been doing all right.
And the running backs yesterday, they were focusing on burst. That was the word of training camp day number 2 for them. And Jahmyr Gibbs, he's getting rave reviews, my friend.
Really?
Which is more intriguing to you, or which do you want to chat about right now?
I gotta lean towards Gibbs, honestly. More likely, like I said, I haven't heard
Talk
too
to me,
many
JB.
notes
Yeah.
from training camp, but it's nice to hear you guys saying that, like, hey, there's a lot of good things going on. But Gibbs, you're working on bursts now at training camp. You mean you're going to be more explosive than you were the season before? We're talking about better than Alabama days. Like,
oh yeah,
this is going to be nice. Like, honestly, he might be competing with first round snaps against David Montgomery. I don't know. But
and he was running some
nice.
routes with the receivers.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in a 7-on-7 or just certain receiver drills, but they were moving them all over the place. What do you got to say?
Yeah, and it's always good when you hear Jahmyr Gibbs is turning it up, man, because he is going to be one of the best backs in the league. Mark my words. But I think the more intriguing thing here is Levi, man, because this is a guy that I can't lie, I wrote him off. I did.
Too.
I said going into this training camp that he is probably the most eligible to be cut. But I've been hearing good things, man. I was on E&E yesterday with Dan Miller. He brought up Levi Onwuzurike, said that they've liked what they've seen out of him so far. And he's making the most out of his opportunities. So if he can come in and be a reliable backup in that interior defensive line, I think that only bodes more well for the Lions defense.
What's intriguing to me is him taking snaps off the edge, though.
Yeah.
And whether that's where he gets most of his time or what, I think this is a DJ Reader effect that I didn't talk about or focus on since DJ Reader's been signed. It's all about how's he helping Hutch, how's he helping Ali McNeil, the benefit of Broderick Martin. But we look at guys like Kaminsky, like Levi O, these two different types of players. I think Kaminsky's more of like a role player. Levi O's got this upside that we just haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
If he could give you some value on the edge, or even, not from a defensive tackle standpoint, if they go 4 or a 5 lineman set, him coming off the edge, just going after a tackle or a guard, it makes his life a lot easier. Maybe that takes some pressure off, especially when DJ Reader's out there. You got DJ Aleem, Hutch. We talk about Marcus Davenport and James Houston. James Houston's another storyline, but they're the ones that are going to get the one-on-ones. Who knows how this early in training camp, who knows? Could this resurrect Levi O's career?
Maybe.
We don't know.
And it's good to see him actually back fully healthy from that back injury. We all know back injuries real hard to come back from. So shout out to Levi, man. Hopefully he can make this team, but we shall see. We shall see.
When we come back from break, I want to talk about 2, or I got to give you guys an option between 2. This wide receiver competition is growing. There are more and more players stepping up.
I like to hear it.
Also, Broderick Martin. Speaking of first-team rep,
we
can talk about that defensive line, too. There are much more storylines, but I at least want to touch on those 2 when we come back. But Kool-Aid?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell them about the Ally Challenge?
I can. And look, you guys, do something good for yourselves. Make sure you meet us over at Hole 17. What is it? I'll tell you. The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back.
17
August
holes one day.
22nd.
Damn.
Through the 25th.
You ain't playing, bro.
Hey, at Warwick Hills. Leave the golf to the pros and don't miss the party at 17. The real ones know I'll see you there. $2 birdie beers, concerts, and more. Get your tickets at allychallenge.com.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Braylon Edwards here, Premier Pet Supply. Man, just looking around, who's got it better than pets? Come on, a baby stroller for Coda? A chef for Lola, really? You don't have to tell me who the real boss here is. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody, especially here at Premier Pet Supply. For over 30 years and more than 13 locations, Premier Pet Supplies has everything that your pet can dream of, and guess what? It's all under one roof. Premier Pet Supply, family owned, operated, and proud to call Metro Detroit home. Check out premierpetsupply.com or scan the QR code today. Who's got it better than pets? Nobody!
How would you like $10 of free products from Dispo Dispensary? Screenshot this image with the QR code and bring it into any Dispo location, and you'll get a free $10 to spend in store.
Smoke.
With a minimum of $25 purchase, but visit Dispo Dispensary today or disposhops.com. Dispo Dispensary, they are your local cannabis plug. And after you get high, go to Planet Fitness.
Ooh.
How about that transition?
Workout.
Planet Fitness, the fitness that fits your budget. So no matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by. There are more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, friendly, knowledgeable staff, and a totally judgment-free zone. I have a black card. It really is the best gym. They got everything you need. Unless you're trying to be a bodybuilder, go to a different gym. They got everything: cardio, weights. With the black card, you get to use the spa, which has the hydro massage bed, massage chairs. If you're a tanner, shout out Full House, you can use a tanning booth.
Dumbbells.
They got everything. Go check them out. Planet Fitness. Treadmill. Where your fitness is essential.
Yoga mats.
Essential.
If they don't unbox.
The champ is here.
Whoa. Her and Terrion were flirting, I think.
Yeah. I don't blame him. I do not blame him. If you date her, though, you cannot get an argument.
I like that.
Oh, no.
I know the combination.
Look at
Like, yes,
Big Brother's a little smelly.
Game.
Okay, Broder.
Arnold dance.
It was a TikTok dance that got him. And now it's the boxing that's hit.
Aaron Arnold's got game. Like, big.
I was like taking it serious, bro.
Well, he's got a girlfriend. Yeah, he's a nurse.
And a nurse, yeah.
There you go.
He's really, he's taking it serious. Dan Campbell, dog. Aura.
Dan Campbell could have been a boxing champion in his
He
day.
probably could have.
Dan Campbell could do anything, bro.
That's facts. Brick.
Hey!
My dad
I
was
should
a
have
Lions
recorded
fan.
that.
My dad was also a
They're gonna think we really like it.
I always cheer for the home team.
We do though. She's been in this
cheer for
studio.
the Lions, and make sure you guys cheer for me July 27th at Little Caesars Arena.
We gotta get her back on.
All right, Clarissa.
Oh, man.
Nice smile.
Detroit Lions training camp. We gotta get her in this studio on this show. She can teach Broder some boxing lessons.
She can. I love boxing.
What up, though, people? Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. Thank you guys for choosing to kick off today with the Woo Crew. I love the hot mic, man. I love it. Even before the show, doing certain videos, I love it, man. I think the commentary is crazy.
On there?
I think they were. So
yeah,
I think they should have heard us.
I set y'all up.
That's why I like it, because all the cheering that went on, Broder's here. The trash can is all the way over here. Kobe with the bottle.
Yeah.
Splash,
Let that body
y'all.
wobble.
Splash, y'all. Let's go.
Splash.
Let's go. I told y'all the whole Woo Crew, man. Our 5 plus our 6 man. We'll run any other 5.
That's how you splash, like Doris Fountain.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Anyone catch that one? Fountain? He
Yeah.
splash into the water. Doris Fountain is actually making waves down at Lions camp.
Hey.
This is a maybe projected 6th, 7th, 8th rung wide receiver. He not only had great mini camps this spring, but training camp, he's making plays on Rakestraw, on Arnold.
Okay.
Big plays going up and getting 50-50 balls, going and getting deep touchdown passes from Jared Goff. Doris Fountain is coming. And he's getting written up very positively from a lot of the writers and reporters around town. Caden Davis, another wide receiver, he's looking good. Jalen Calhoun, Isaiah Williams. This wide receiver room is deep. It's to the point where they're talking about, is Doris Fountain, is he coming for DPJ's spot?
Stop
job.
it.
Spot.
Ooh,
Stop
all
it.
right, I got it.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, is he coming to elevate this wide receiver? Not that DPJ takes a step back, but is Fountain or Calhoun, Caden Davis? I love Isaiah Williams.
Yeah.
Might be a little longer till we see him, but is he pushing DPJ down the depth chart, Antoine Green down the depth chart, and is that a good thing?
I mean, if he's pushing DPJ down the depth chart, that's not good for DPJ. And you know, this is somebody that they traded for last year. We didn't really get to see a lot of him, maybe because, you know, they just were already in the flow. He wasn't really mixed into what they were trying to do offensively, but he was on the field. So this year you expect him to come into training camp, get more reps with the first team, and actually be a presence out there. But I haven't heard anything about DPJ so far. And if you got isn't he an undrafted guy? Doris Fountain?
DPJ?
No, Doris Fountain.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'll double check for you. I believe so.
If you got an undrafted guy coming to take your spot and you've been in the league for 4 to 5 years now, that is not a good sign.
And I will say, I can't lie. I'm not going to pretend to say I know a ton about his career. He obviously hasn't logged much, if any, NFL snaps. But in the locker room last year, you see him walk around, you see him on the practice field. He fit. Like, he's as big, if not bigger than those guys. He's a big body receiver.
Okay.
He's fast. He can jump. He could be one of those, as a receiver, whether it's with the Lions or not, who just comes on late in his career and turns into a pretty productive pro. Who knows? It's just great to see more guys down that depth chart playing well with the 1s and 2s.
Yeah. In case anybody goes down, you know, you got reliable, capable help. So,
and you know what? One thing that we can say about this Detroit Lions organization is, from a talent standpoint, they have like everything figured out. When we talk about like what the Detroit Pistons were doing, just a contrast to rebuilds, because these things, their rebuilds started kind of at the same time. It started with some being able to kind of identify at least some draft picks, some players that you're like, you know what, all right, there's talent there in Cade, Duran, Ivey. There's talent there, Asar Thompson. But what did they do after that? What did they do to develop those young guys? What did they do to develop their second-round picks? We're sitting here right now talking about Marcus Sasser. Who is he going to be? And he was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Whereas the Detroit Lions, not only are their top-line draft picks balling and developing, the next set of players, they're balling and developing. You got players like Broder Martin who's going out there like, you know what? I need to transfer my body to compete. And it's this atmosphere of friendly competition. I don't get the sense where it's like people are offended that somebody might start in front of them, but that everybody is supporting and trying to push each other to get to the top. And when you see it all the way down the depth chart is when you understand that they have a vice grip on the culture here within the Detroit Lions. That to me is the underpinning layer to having this long-term success.
You couldn't have said it any better. This is a microcosm of why we can be so confident about this team. I'm not going to use this word. Dose Dion used it last night. I was part of watching his stream. I love Dose Dion.
Yeah, he's the man.
He brought up the word dynasty, but he prefaced it with not like a 3, 4, 5 Super Bowls in 7 years. Just having a team be consistently a consistent winner at the top of the NFC.
Yeah.
We're talking consistently in the NFC North title competition, consistently at the top of the NFC. They do this, and we see guys like Doris Fountain and these younger guys develop because they're doubling down on the development side. That's why they're not going out and getting the big name free agents or going and making the trades. They're drafting so freaking well that as long as they develop the guys, they trust those guys, they're going to pay the guys who are here. Because by year 4 of their rookie contract, or 5, if we're talking first-round picks, like J-Mo, who's now starting to come into his year 3, we get 2 more years of him. They doubled down on development. The biggest moves this offseason, while they brought in players, is Terrell Williams.
Yeah.
It's Deshae Townsend.
Yep.
It's all of these coaches to take advantage of Brad Holmes' elite weapon in the draft. Doris found this is just a perfect example.
This is beautiful
they
music
don't need
right
to
now.
go out and get Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
You know, they don't need to go spend draft capital because they can save that. They can pay Aleem McNeil or Aiden Hutchinson, whatever they want when the time comes, and then draft the replacements that everyone thinks Brandon Ayuk should be now to chase a Super Bowl. When you're going to be in the conversation for the next 10 years, you don't need to make 1-year moves. And that's what Brandon Ayuk would be.
You
Let's
make
go.
long-term moves that give you ultimate leverage. Because think about the types of leverage they have in contract situations that are kind of too close to call. Obviously, Amon-Ra, your Panay, your Aiden, you're going to cash out on those guys. But when you're talking about bringing back some of these other players, how good is it do you feel knowing I can go out there and potentially draft your replacement? And who's trying to just run away from this culture just for money? Who's trying to run away from the success that you can have here just for money somewhere else where you're probably not as appreciated, where you're not getting the love from the fans the way that you know you're going to get it from the Detroit fans? We've proven that. We set the records at the draft. You can see everywhere we go on the road, and if you want to come here, I'm sorry, your team, the opponent teams, they have to plan on burning at least 1 or 2 timeouts each half because it's what we do, man, here in Detroit. We get loud. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, what leverage does it give them? How much more of a tool does it give them to know, listen, we are loaded here now. We got people that can step right up. So if you want to walk, you can walk. We're not going to break the bank. We're not going to go above our line. This is a masterclass, man.
All about the work.
Sports organizations in general, the Lions, in my opinion, have gone from worst run to one of the best run in all of sports. All of sports.
Factual. It's all about the work. This is how they identify people. This is why they took Jack Campbell at number 18, because they know they can count on him to be all about the work for the next 5 years. It's going to take 2-3 years for him to really find his own, but they don't have to worry about him being distracted with anything. It's special. It's why Mitchell Agude, he's coming on. Did he come from Notre Dame? I'm blanking on where he came from, but he's been a practice squad player, kind of working his way, getting some more opportunities, and he's had a fantastic spring. Love hearing good things about that. How about this? Carlton Davis, he was back. I think he and Amik Robinson were out. I don't know if it was not passing their conditioning test or something lingering, but they were both back on the field. Carlton Davis playing some on the outside. Amik Robertson, nickel on the inside. I know we spent a lot of time talking about Emmanuel Mosley yesterday, but KG, JB, I kid you not, I couldn't stop thinking about Emmanuel Mosley yesterday. In the sense that this secondary.
Look what y'all started.
I thought this secondary was so much improved, and I was excited, you know, not guaranteeing, but getting into the top 15 defense. Like, that's a huge help. I wasn't even factoring in Emmanuel Mosley into that picture until week 8, 9, really a playoff run. We got all these guys out. We're talking about Fountain and Caden Davis, Jamison Williams. They get to go against Carlton Davis every day in practice. On the second team, it's Enos Rakestraw, CJ Moore. It's stacked. I'm not even naming them all. It's stacked. Pretty cool seeing Carlton Davis and Amik Robertson back. They're 2 huge pieces to this defense.
Yeah, they got some dogs in that room, man. And it's good when you can have all your guys there at one time. I know we talked a lot about E-Man being out and maybe we wouldn't get him until later on in the season. But the fact that after tearing both ACLs, he's a full participant in training camp, ready to go for the season, man. That is absolutely amazing, man. And like you said, iron sharpens iron. I know we say that a lot, but for the secondary, for the young guys back there, you got to go against a J-Mo and a Amon-Ra every day. And for the other guys on the other side, you're seeing a vet like Carlton Davis, Amik Robertson, man. You got the young dogs, Terrion and Rakestraw. So I'm just really, really excited to see what it's going to look like. Because I know the Lions are going to mix this thing up. There is not going to be a one sole starter every week. Like, I pencil in Carlton Davis. He's the veteran. It makes sense that he would be number 1, but everybody else, though, it's going to be on a matchup-by-matchup basis, man. And they're going to be able to throw so many different lineups at teams. It's going to be hard for these offenses to really keep up or do what they want to do with their game plan. So I'm just looking forward to it, man.
Bro, you know what, man? And it coincides so well with what Dan Campbell was already saying. All the people who are saying, and I'm one of these people, just let James Houston get after the quarterback. Well, Dan Campbell said, well, no, he needs to be ready to play any position, to be able to do and run any play that we could call.
Listen.
We could switch into something else and change our coverage. We could be going out there to disguise something.
They love versatility, man.
Hey, they do. They do. And it's like, you know what? It's cool that they appreciate this one singular trait that he has of getting after the quarterback. But I'm sorry. I'm not going to doubt this coaching staff. I'm just not.
He's on the screen right now.
I
Trent Williams not reported
Not
a training
dealing
camp
with it.
contract. Ayuk not reported
That's what
a
the
training
49ers
camp.
are dealing with camp right now.
Yes.
Our camp with the Detroit Lions right now, like Dan Campbell just has this thing all locked up.
Trent Williams is 3 years into a 6-year contract. This is the Penei Sewell effect. This is Brad Holmes making his way to his top competition out there in San Francisco.
GM wars.
I love seeing it. I'm sure they'll get paid, but it's just the fact that those teams now have to make those moves, have to make these decisions.
Yeah.
They can't keep everybody, and they're not keeping everybody happy.
And we took care of business during the offseason before training camp even started. So you don't have any of this to worry about. Everyone's at camp right now, ready to go and ready to roll into this next season, where you got all these franchises that are now like, all right, are we going to pay him? Who are we going to cut?
Right.
You're making budget cuts. You're making decisions that impact your team that you didn't think about this past season.
Right.
And hey, it's better to get deals done early rather than now, where you got to wait.
I was going to just say, you know what? It's not just that it's happening right now. The players have been in the know that they were going to get taken care of for some time.
Yeah.
Because Amon-Ra talked about it. I'm going to be here. Yeah. Jared Goff. He was,
and what do we see?
For a long time.
What do we see, whether it's my notes or anyone else's notes? Offense is firing on all cylinders. Jared Goff looks good. Amon-Ra St. Brown looks good. Jamison Williams is improving.
Yep.
On defense, Hutch is a monster. Aleem McNeil looks phenomenal. But we're talking about these guys out on day one, performing at their expectation. You know, at I don't want to say midseason form, but it feels different. They're not starting from the beginning right now. There's a clip I've pushed. We've pushed into each show the entire week of Dan Campbell talking about the difference between 2021 training camp and now, and it's completely different. It's special. The last thing I'll say, the Lions had to bring out extra jugs machines after practice yesterday because so many players wanted to get reps after practice, including DBs like Khalil Dorsey and Stephen Gilmore. Talk about spreading like the flu.
I love it.
This is Amon-Ra St. Brown, Khalif Raymond, all the workers on the Penei Sewells of the world, Hutches. It's spreading more. It's Corona 2.0. Pause. It's spreading around Allen Park, and as fans, you should be so excited. So excited. Hutch, baby, go blue.
That's beautiful, man.
Speaking of go blue.
Beautiful music. Beautiful music.
I need KG to help with this next segment.
I got you.
Because he had so many things he wanted to say. I could sense it in his voice yesterday.
Yes, sir.
We got a short college football segment coming up. I just want you to be able to get, the words out that you weren't able to say on the show yesterday.
Get my shit off.
But you're getting attacked from all angles.
No, it's all good.
From all angles.
You're about to be in the booth going to work.
I'm in a safe space today. I'm amongst Michigan fans, minus JB. But I'm amongst Michigan fans. So,
and at least JB is one of those sensible Michigan State fans. He's one of those guys that's like, you know what? I'm glad that I have a friend like JB. If he's going to be a Spartan, I'm glad that it's JB and not some other people that
I don't know if he
no longer our friendship.
I don't know if he's too sensible. He talking about 10 wins for state and all that. I don't know about all that.
I'll give him his Sparty Kool-Aid. I'll give him his Sparty Kool-Aid.
I'm saying 10. They're at least making a bowl game. So what? 7, 8.
All right. When we come back, well, first Rando Smalls, $5 super chat. Thanks, Randy. With the versatility teams playing, could be super confused. Win Lions. I encourage you, go to YouTube or Twitter. Check out. Put in Mina Kimes' Detroit Lions. She had a really good 2-minute rant yesterday on the Jamison Williams effect of him being on the field. Everything I've been saying to Flannel, to other guys, of him just being out in the field makes such a difference. If you don't believe me, Mina Kimes doubles down on that. But first, Kool-Aid,
let's go.
Really other shows coming up on this network because we got a lineup.
We do, man. After Wake Up Woodward, and we appreciate you guys for supporting us every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Hit that like button, y'all. I hope you guys are staying tapped in with the rest of Woodward Sports, starting with Big D Energy. From 11 to 1, 4-time Stanley Cup champion, Darren McCarty with the Golden Voice Neil Rule. After that, Ermanni and Edwards with Mass. 2 to 4, Lovable Radio Legend, Tom Mazaway with University of Michigan legend, Go Blue. and former NFL wide receiver Braylon Edwards with Detroit Media King Fox Chief Ryan Ermanni. Then end the day with the Woodward heavyweights from 5 to 7. The big fella, Spinmo Rack, Speak Easy, and the elite booth, Nick Koloff and Chris Platty. They're bringing you the biggest interviews, the biggest breakdowns, and the biggest lessons. You know what? Shout out to Caleb as well. I know he's making some big contributions.
Caleb!
Shout out Caleb, man.
Shout out to Caleb, man. But hey, I need you guys to always support the rest of Woodward Sports as well. Hit the like button for all of these shows. Thank you for making Woodward Sports your #1 digital sports network.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new car crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at RandyWiseBuickGMC.com.
Hey, you dealing with divorce, child custody, visitation, or other family law issues? Well, Kevin and Catherine at KDK Law in Birmingham, they'll have your back. They got 10 plus years of experience and 24/7 availability. So scan the QR code above my head on the screen right now or call 248-971-0476. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you and KDK Law will pay your filing fee. KDK Law, they've got your back.
KDK Law got your back.
Don't
Woodward
let her
Sports
do it.
got your back. J-Mo, he gonna have Jared Goff's back this year as well. Wide receiver number 2.
And DBs are going to see a lot of his back.
Hey, I see what you did there. Let's go.
I know.
Flannel's gonna have his name on his back.
I like
nice,
that.
I missed it.
That's
One
a
more
bar,
time.
JB.
I said Flannel's gonna have his name on his back.
That is
Let's
a
go.
bar.
That's
Flannel
a bar
Williams.
from the Bar King.
That is a bar.
Ding,
Confirmed.
ding. Hey, that's right. Hey, you know what else is a bar?
What?
When you go and you treat yourself to Soroki's. Definitely, man. Check
Factual.
out Soroki's for
Shout
lunch,
out
man.
Soroki's.
About to give me some honey biscuits.
Sharonis.
You get a biscuit.
Honey
Nice joint.
biscuits and then
Where
go
the
home.
Sharonis at?
I have a request for anyone who roots for Michigan or Michigan State. Hit the like button.
Ooh. Let's see
Bull.
who's gonna.
Yeah.
Bull.
Hey, is it gonna be more
A
Michigan
show
fans or
that-
more Michigan State fans who hit the like button?
Yeah, hit the like button. We'll figure out the analytics behind it. Just hit it first.
A show divided, huh?
Yeah. but KG, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah.
Because you started, you were beginning to make a statement about Sharon Moore and just your belief in him. Maybe not immediately from day one. It's going to be another Natty championship, but you believe in Sharon Moore to lead this Michigan team for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is not going to be a immediate process. I want to lead with that. And Neil was right in the fact that they need to be able to retool. If we want to call ourselves one of these power conference, not conferences, but one of these power teams in the NCAA, we need to be able to retool and get back to what we were doing, which is making playoff games, winning playoff games, and hopefully it will culminate in another natty. But I just believe in Sharon Moore, man. Last year he got a chance to coach, and I know it was only 3 games, but they were prepping him. I feel like this was an unintended, a good thing that came out of those suspensions. He gets a chance to really coach and really be in that vibe and get a vibe for how to run a team and things of that nature. Going forward, him as a recruiter, he's been excellent recruiting
for years.
And yes, he started off just recruiting, but now that he's a head coach, you're coming off a natty. I feel like he will be able to pull kids into this team. I look at a guy like Jaden Davis, man. I really believe that he will be the quarterback of the future going forward. I know this year coming up is going to be kind of murky at the quarterback position, but you got a 4-star guy in there ready to take the reins for the years ahead. And I just look at the fact that he's going to be able to do a lot more things that Jim Harbaugh was not able to do. You look at kind of the little, I don't even know what to call it, the little riff between him and Ward Manuel as far as like leaning into NIL and things of that nature, being able to go out and recruit the way they want to. I think that he's going to have a little bit more slack than Jim Harbaugh had for whatever reason. I don't know what the thing with him and Ward Manuel was, but there was definitely something there. So I look at that as well, and just going forward, he's going to be able to expand this offense, man. Michigan has always been known as a team that's pro-style heavy, run heavy. We're just going to run the ball down your throat. I don't see that with Sharon Moore. I do see him leaning more into the pass, maybe the option. He's going to mix up the offense in ways that we have not seen, man. And I'm just looking forward to it. I think he can get this program back to where they need to be. This coming year, I predict 10 wins, me personally. You can argue me if you want to, that's fine. But going forward, I expect him to be around that 9 to 10 win range. Hopefully more, and hopefully we win in the playoffs and get that natty again.
And you know what, man, with Sharon Moore, he's answered a lot of these questions for me early on. I know when we talked about this before, it was who is he going to be as a recruiter? Who is he going to be also at surrounding these players with the right positional coaches, development staff, strength and conditioning? He got to the point with Harbaugh's staff, we knew who the strength and conditioning coach's name was because of just the improvements that the Michigan team made in those 3 or 4 years that he was on the staff. So to see him be able to handle all of that realistically in the recruiting, not really have anything fall off, and to know that he's already been head coach for 2 or 3 games. We know it was interim. We know he filled in, but it was big games.
Emotional.
Couple of those on the road, man.
Yes.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Like that matters.
It matters. It definitely matters.
Huge.
And that's what I'm saying. I think anybody that believes Michigan is just going to fall off, the closer and closer we've gotten to the season, the more and more I've seen, this hasn't turned into a Rich Rod thing after Lloyd Carr. This hasn't turned into a Brady Hoke thing.
Yeah.
This is one where he's a legitimate head coach who deserves to be exactly where he's at right now.
You brought up the strength coach too, which to me that's a big loss for them. And he's done a great job replacing, and still to be determined here. But yesterday at the Big Ten, I think it was a Big Ten Media Day, Sharon Moore said this about their new strength coach, Justin Tress. He said Coach Ben Herbert actually came to a summer practice and said nothing has changed. For him to say that and watch the guys work out, I think it speaks volumes to what Jay Tress and that staff has done. That leads, I think what you're, whether it's Tress, Justin Tress, I'm almost about to say Tressel, and I hate that.
Yeah, I know.
Justin Tress, Wink Martindale. Talk about the best defense in the nation. You worry about losing the DC. How about the guy who invented the defensive scheme that Jesse Minter and Mike McDonald used previously? So if there's any perfect replacement, it's Wink Martindale.
And I'm glad you said that. They traded one NFL defensive coordinator for another, man. Maybe even a better one in Wink Martindale. You still got players on this team like Samaj Morgan, Colston Loveland, Donovan Edwards. Like, this team is not that far off. Defensively, they're going to be really, really good. The offense, of course, is the big question, but over the years, I feel like they will be able to supplement that offense because they'll be able to lean more into NIL, lean more into the transfer portal. These are things that Jim Harbaugh was not able to do, and I can't stress that enough. He was not able to really open things up the way he should have, man. So I have belief that he can be the man to get this done for Michigan.
Yes, and the last thing to put a bow on this might be worthy of a full conversation next week, but Ohio State there's no way around the fact pointing out how I'll call it an epic recruiting season they've had, off season they've had.
Yeah.
But in college football, veteran-led teams that have experience together, ultimately they'll come out on top.
Yeah.
Like think of how hard it is to run an NFL team with I'll use divas as a blanketed statement, but egos, guys making so much money. It's hard to make a team come together. That's what makes the Lions special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how hard it's going to be for Ryan Day to ensure that this team is an actual team? We're talking about 18 to 20-year-olds making millions. I'm already seeing things come out about some of their leaders on the team. You get the quote, he was fired up in the locker room. He says, I'm not ready for this. And I. You look at quotes, it's eyes. And I don't know much about the kid, so I don't want to call him out. But you could argue this might end up being one of Ryan Day's toughest coaching jobs, having the most talent in the nation. Them and Georgia are wild.
Believe me when I say the target is on his back, man. You had people like Urban Meyer and Jim Tressel, like you said, come out and put the pressure on Ryan Day, saying like, yeah, with this team, he should be able to win the Natty, man. You don't think that? You don't think that doesn't account for anything? You don't think that all the eyes are watching as far as donors and everybody that runs the program? All the eyes are on Ryan Day, and just based on his history, yes, he's a good coach, but he chokes in the big moments, man. So just because you are able to pay for a team doesn't just because you are able to pay for a team does not mean that it's going to all come together and it's all going to work, man. We've seen teams like that fail numerous times.
Yep. And Jay Cruzen real quick said, does anyone here think Michigan still has that fire in them since last season's crown? Yes, because there's new players at the helm.
Yeah.
Though there's going to be some players from last year, they're not trying to lose their perch. And in college football, man, stay on top of the throne as long as you can.
They hear the noise. They hear the fourth in Big Ten. We're Natty champions, but we're fourth. I'm not trying to.
And you know what?
But they hear those things.
Run it back, and you hear nobody. You go into this college football playoffs, even if you don't win it, but you get far. You erase all of the narratives that people try to attach to their national championship, but
they got to prove it.
Hey, you know what? So far, so good. Sherrone Moore is showing himself to be pretty awesome. I can tell you about something else that is awesome, too. That's when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. All you got to do is stop in, sit back, and relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented hairstylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
The Great American Chevy Week is back and bigger than ever at Feldman Chevrolet. Choose from the largest inventory of award-winning Chevys, all priced to move for the biggest week of the year. Get this 2024 Silverado for only $213 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $249 a month. Feldman takes the Great American Chevy Week to another level. Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Try out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
Let Guardian Alarm offer you customized solutions from real experts. Our professional technicians, they take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. It is 24/7 professional monitoring. So you can call us anytime, day or night. Know that a Guardian team member will stay on the phone with you as long as needed because it is technology that is backed by people. And your safety and your security, it deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. All you got to do is call this number right here, 1-800-STAY-OUT. Once again, that number, 1-800-STAY-OUT. Wow.
He wanted to change it up. Can't blame it on Justin today.
Deep breathing.
That's so sad. His breakfast is right there.
I know. I was thinking about taking it too. I ain't gonna lie.
It's probably a breakfast, Danny.
Oh man, shout out to that dude, Justin. Shout out to Flannel Sam as well. The Woo Crew, man. The Woo Crew.
The Woo Crew.
We do
And
things.
popular
Yeah.
demand.
Yeah. Just get over a couple
We do
humps.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, surprise.
Snapchat, we might not understand the inside joke, but
We're
I
in
know you
demand.
guys do.
Yeah, we're in demand like that. You just know.
Factual.
Oh, man.
Factual. Guys, hit that like button. We're going to take just
Smash
10, 12
it.
minutes here before we get into barking. To talk about a player we've talked about a decent amount, but we got to take a little deeper dive because a lot of this Pistons season and future, I don't say if it's in the hands of Jaden Ivey, but he's either a huge part of it and a huge part of this turnaround, or he's not.
Yeah.
Or he's not.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Let me be optimistic. Tell me about Jaden. Give me something, because we all talked about staggering him with Cade. And I don't know if that's where you want to start, but we all have question marks. I know you do too, but you know more about what's going on down there than us.
Yeah, I think you kind of talked about it right. This isn't a situation where there's a middle with Jaden Ivey. And I have some notes here and some questions. And really the thing that I think is the most pressing when you talk about Jaden Ivey is with Ivey, it's not necessarily if he can get there. We all believe he's talented.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's believing in giving up on him. But can he get there now while the Pistons have improved the outside shooting at his position? That's really the thing that he's up against. We've been sitting here now with Cade Cunningham for years. He's just signed that max. Now you got a 5-year window, so you're on the clock. Do you have the time to figure out if this thing's worked? Or do you have to make sure that you can hit the ground running right now so that by year 1, year 2, year 3, Cade Cunningham is not sitting here saying, you know what, guys? This is not necessarily going to work out. I am bullish on Jaden Ivey, though. I am bullish on him. And I side a little bit with JB Bickerstaff when he says he wants to be able to assess them first and take the notes to see who they are as basketball players, because I don't know if they've gotten their best fair shake as a backcourt tandem. They were just, for the first time ever, learning how to play in the same starting lineup, and they've had some highs, they had some lows. But if Jaden Ivey can be who he was the last 15 games of the season, more of that Jaden Ivey, that's the Jaden Ivey that I believe does mesh very, very well with a Cade Cunningham. So I want to be able to go through some of the strengths, some of the improvements, and where we believe he needs to step up to be able to really stake his claim. Yeah. Because improvement is needed. I'm not going to say that.
It has to.
Yep.
Yeah. Where is that first area where he's got to improve? Is it shooting? Is it just being on the floor in the right spot? His IQ? What is it?
The IQ and the playmaking for Jaden Ivey is actually there. All of the metrics say that he's a really good playmaker. It's just a matter of who is he when he is off ball.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those metrics when he's a good playmaker is when he is heavily dominating the ball. But I saw stretches last year. It was a good 6 or 7 game stretch last year where he and Cade Cunningham actually had really good chemistry going, where the majority of the three-pointers that Cade Cunningham made were off of Jaden Ivey assists. Jaden Ivey getting downhill off of the pick and roll with Jalen Duren. Cade Cunningham moving from the top of the key over to either right or left, kind of to the diagonal from the rim. Jaden Ivey getting all the way to the rim and being able to loop it right back to Cade, who was wide open.
I like that. That gives me Russell Westbrook vibes.
Yep. And that's the thing. It is about the IQ and it's about the development. And I think that comes with time. And that comes with having a coaching staff here that understands what they're doing. We just talked about the Lions. And how important it is for them to have guys like Terrell Williams here. Jaden Ivey now has a coaching staff and a development staff around him that will be able to get the best out of him. And I think that's what makes JB Bickerstaff say, you know what? I'm not really hold on. I want to see this first. Last year it was, hey, how's Jaden Ivey and Marcus Sasser looking? Well, Killian Hayes, blah, blah, blah. This year it's more or less like, you know what? I hear what y'all are saying, but I actually coached against them.
Yeah.
I coached in the NBA. I kind of want to see this thing now that I'm the one sitting in the driver's seat as a head coach.
And he's had experience these last couple of years, just in Cleveland. You got Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. You got Darius Garland, Karis LeVert. I don't know if they're the perfect fits as guards together, but he made it work.
Because of his offensive sets.
Yes.
I hear people talk about, they say, defensively he got it, but offensively he needs to improve. But I'm sorry, when I see him playing with multiple dynamic guards in the same lineup is when I'm like, yeah, I think that they can definitely make this thing work. Yeah. He understands how to stagger them. He understands how to start them. Mm-hmm. He understands how to have them close the games as well. And I think that by giving Cade Cunningham the max right now, there's no question about who gets to make that decision at the end of the game.
Absolutely.
In the first quarter, I actually don't mind if you just say, you know what, Jaden Ivey, go ham.
Run the offense through him?
It's Cade, because think about it. Cade in first quarters does what? He usually is relaxing in the first quarters.
Yeah.
His highest scoring quarters are second and fourth quarters.
Yeah.
It bodes well. You can stagger them in the same game and let Cade be what he is. Cade hits the three-point ball at his best clip as an off-ball shooter.
Yeah.
It seems like it fits perfectly to start the game fast with Jaden Ivey and then be able to have the methodicism of a Cade Cunningham, be able to just kind of be in the wings, waiting to be able to take on the responsibility when it's his time.
The only problem I have, because Jaden Ivey, like you said, from a playmaking standpoint, he's pretty solid, man. But I worry about him off ball, like you mentioned. His efficiency at the rim and from three-point range. When Cade is running the offense, he needs to be more in that slasher role, man. He needs to get to the basket and finish at the basket. And if he's going to take threes, he needs to be able to hit them at an efficient clip. He doesn't have to make the most threes. He doesn't have to make 6-7 threes a game. But if you're going to take 2 to 3 3-point shots, you need to be hitting those. What do you say about him as an off-ball performer, maybe playing that slasher dunker spot?
Jaden Ivey needs to be a guy who has off-ball gravity.
Yeah.
So everything you just stated. He needs to be a player that the defense knows we cannot sag off of him. So even if he's not hitting the three ball at a decent clip like we talked about with Ron Holland, what are you doing with all the other rest of your skills, your athleticism, your speed, your hops, your ability to really he can't finish at the rim. He just, for some reason, didn't do it that well last year.
He can get to the rim without a problem. It's finishing that's the issue.
Yep. Yeah, and you know what? And that's what I'm saying. Tune up that confidence and just go. Last year, it seemed like they were kind of guessing, like they didn't know what they were doing. Really, during his whole entire career. Then they put the ball in his hands, you guess a little less.
Yeah.
And that's where you see him finishing a lot more with dunks and finishing a lot more aggressively at the rim. But I believe that he has to be one of those guys. In the last 15 games of last season, Jaden Ivey, he upped the three-point attempts that he was taking from about 4.5 over the season to 5.5 attempts per game. Does anybody want to take a guess at what they think his three-point percentage was the last 15 games of the season on 5.5 attempts a game?
Over 30?
32?
36%.
Not bad.
That's where you. That's what I'm
bad.
saying. So towards the end of last season, we saw him make these strides. I wish it was more in line with a Cade Cunningham and the rest of the lineup you're going to see.
Right.
But we saw him take some strides that way. And when I look at him versus a Malik Beasley, one of the things that when you talk about starting Malik Beasley is he only makes 1.2 threes a game more than Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
And he actually didn't make more threes per game than Jaden Ivey over the last 15 games of last season.
True, but he's way more consistent.
But he can't. You talking about finishing at the rim. Do you understand how many free throws a game that man takes? Less than one a game.
That's
Jaden Ivey is getting 3, 4, 5 free throw attempts a game because of his style of play. When you talk about wanting a dynamic guard that can cut and do some things with a Cade Cunningham on the floor, Beasley is not going to give you that.
Yeah.
He will give you consistent shooting, but if it's only at 1 more 3 a game, is that worth saying, you know what, we're going to take a hit on what the combo of Cade and Ivey could ever be? And that's where I'd say, you know what, I think we got to look a little bit more at Jaden Ivey because the stats are kind of in his favor. His defensive win share, his defensive ability is on par, if not better, than Malik Beasley. His PER, his efficiency rating, is better than Malik Beasley. His points per game, better than Malik Beasley. And he did all this last year while dealing with the crap that he had to go through underneath Monty Williams.
Yes, and that combined with, we've talked since the Beasley, the Hardaway, the Tobias Harris signings, we've talked the benefit of that to Cade.
Yeah.
But how much does that benefit Jaden Ivey? Could he have a much better season? We want his three-point shooting to improve, but
that's a great question.
Maybe you shoot one less three-pointer, but that cutability now that he has shooters around him, like when the lane is clogged, as it was hard for Cade Cunningham to do anything, it's also hard for Jaden Ivey to make anything happen, to cut when the lane is filled with players. Now they have to guard Beasley or Tim Hardaway if they're out on the floor together.
It should help them
Simone
both.
Fontecchio. It should help them both.
Yep, and it's just some quick improvements from year 1 to year 2 for Jaden Ivey. His true shooting improved from 52.8% to 53.6%. His effective field goal percentage went up from 47.7% to 49%. So his shooting did make improvements from year 1 to year 2. He was actually a plus 2.4 on the court per 100 possessions on the season. Jaden Ivey. He reduced his fouls committed from 118 down to 95, and he reduced his bad passes on the season from 137 bad passes his rookie season down to 97. He took some strides, and I'm just not one who's saying, you know, am I ready to say, you know what, I'm done looking at the type of improvements he can make. Obviously, we know he has to be able to get better at finishing at the rim and shooting. But when I'm just kind of looking at the advanced stats, looking at his ability to play make, looking at the different metrics, like check this out. Top 10 second-year players in old LeBron box score, and this is the impact that the best offensive box score. These players had the best offensive box scores.
Mm-hmm.
Jaden Ivey is number 7 out of all the
Not bad.
And that's what I'm saying. When I kind of go through this thing, I'm just like, dang, top 10 guards, just top 10 guards, not second-year guards, top 10 guards in shooting fouls drawn per 100 touches. Jaden Ivey is number 3. RJ Barrett, SGA, Jaden Ivey. Ahead of Luka Doncic, Anthony Edwards, Cam Thomas. Think about that.
Yeah.
And so it's like, we're going to take that out of the starting lineup. We're going to take that and really reduce the probably the amount of minutes that he might play as well.
Real quick, what's his free throw percentage when he is getting to the line?
Free throw percentage, I believe he's sitting around 74. I got it up right here in front of me.
Okay. So that's also an area
75%.
Okay, so solid, but it does need to go up from there. If he can hit close to 79, 80, I feel way more comfortable with that.
Malik Beasley last year, 71.4% from the free throw line.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, when I kind of dug into it, it's not just, I believe it's just pick. Jaden Ivey deserves it.
Yeah.
I'm not ready necessarily to give up on the experiment of Cade Cunningham and Jaden Ivey because there are some things that I really like.
Yeah.
But when I look at the other options and when I realize Jaden Ivey's a lot more dynamic than we actually give him credit for.
Yeah. So if it were up to you, you would want to start Jaden Ivey again instead of opting for more floor spacing, and you would much rather just try to develop Jaden Ivey in the starting lineup.
I don't know if it's necessarily a development because I believe you're almost ahead of development. Obviously, there's going to be some in-season stuff that you do with your second and third year players, but you're looking for this team to be one that we think can definitely hit that over. So I'm just saying, if it doesn't work, you will know that early. A Beasley, a Tim Hardaway, people who have no real future with this organization 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you can kind of be a little bit more kind of loose with how you handle their minutes in their rotation. They're coming here with the expectation of potentially coming off the bench or not. With a Jaden Ivey, his ceiling is so much higher that I would rather see, can JB Bickerstaff and co, can Trajan Langdon and co, can those guys do much better than Troy Weaver and Monty Williams? And as much as I love Dwayne Casey.
Yeah, and this is absolutely no shade at Ivy. I feel like his growth was absolutely stunted last year with Monty Williams not starting him and being able to work out maybe some of the kinks on the fly. But this is a guy, his skill set is already there, man. 14 points a game out the gate, man.
15.4.
He's very athletic. Like, he reminds me almost like Russell Westbrook type of athletic when he can get to the rim. It's just all about finishing. But I do agree with you there. There is something there. I just don't know if they should start him or whether he should maybe come off the bench and give some juice to the bench. But he is a guy, he already has the skills there. And I am interested to see how JB Bickerstaff works it out, because I do feel even if you do start them in the starting lineup, staggering them will go a long way.
That definitely. And that's why I'm glad that he at least stated that. And we've all wanted that. We say, look, let them start, but give them times where they can go out there and play to the best of their abilities, because why not? Why not?
Yeah.
That's what I don't understand why they didn't. Jaden Ivey has a 24.5% usage rate, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's showing, which is wild to put that in perspective. Malik Beasley has a 14% usage rate, but he's showing that he can handle it. And you know what? Top 5 second-year players in playmaking talent. Second-year players.
Yeah.
So his draft included players like Jalen Williams, Paolo Banchero, Jaden Hardy. What do you think Jaden Ivey lands in that? The top 5.
They probably put him last.
He's number 1.
I don't agree.
He's number 1.
Wow.
Jaden Ivey. B-Ball Index. All right, let me make sure I shout them out. Basketball Index.
Yeah.
Follow them on X, _B-Ball_Index. They got a robust system and metrics and advanced stats and such that help to really show the true impact of a player. And Jaden Ivey was number 1. Paolo Banchero, Jalen Williams, and so forth. And so it's like, you know what? I do want to see a little bit more. But the thing I know is this. He is very equipped, both mentally and skill-wise, though, to, if it is off of the bench or if it is major staggers, he can handle that as well. And that's why I'm saying, if he can handle that, let's just see what we have first to scratch the surface, because he made some improvements this year throughout all of that crap.
Yeah.
That shows me resiliency. You started off not on the bench. You started off in a doghouse, and you didn't even do anything to put yourself there.
Right.
And every time I interviewed him before we knew what was going on, and I'm going to be bringing these clips up more and more and more, because I don't think we did them justice.
Yeah, for real,
we didn't have
man.
this platform when we were doing this.
It was weird, man. It was weird to say the least.
I'm going to bring some of those up on both ends, from Monty Williams' perspective, but also Jaden Ivey the entire time never cracked. He was like, bro, I am going to do whatever they ask me to do. I'm a son of a coach. If they want me to come off the bench, I'll do that. I am grateful to have this opportunity. And I was just sitting here like, dog, you're better than me, Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
You're better than me. I try and teach my boys to be the same, but I'm just sitting here like, that would absolutely blow my mind, bro. I really would.
Especially after the rookie season he had, which by all accounts was a very solid rookie year. So,
yeah. But hey, look,
love it.
Jaden Ivey, we're going to have more of these as we get closer to the season where we break down players. Jalen Duren will be next, where we go over the improvements that we want to see, the improvements they did make, their strengths, and what they need to do to solidify themselves as a part of this core. So I appreciate you guys for letting us take a couple minutes this segment to talk Jaden Ivey.
Yeah.
Thank you as well, KG,
Oh,
man.
for
Yeah,
sure, man.
some great points. We got that dude Justin back in the building. But let me tell you about Swiss Insurance because we got something important on the way. But first, Swiss Insurance. Now more than ever, it is critical for you to have your insurance reviewed. Swiss Insurance will make sure your carrier is not slipping in any extra fees
Take that.
or raising your deductibles. Call Mark at Swiss Insurance today. That number 313-530-1698. Again, word to my brother Flannel, 313-530-1698, or visit them online, SwissINS.com, and let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
So just to get the heated steering wheel, I also had the spring for the bigger rims.
Yeah, that's how they get you. Those upgrades will cost you an arm and a leg every time.
Hey, new card crew, how'd it go this weekend? I got a great deal on mine.
How?
I went to Randy Wise, not those other guys. They got me in a great new ride, and they didn't break my budget. Hey, could you pass me the sugar?
How?
Never mind.
He made the wise choice.
Yep.
Make the wise choice at RandyWiseBuickGMC.com.
Congratulations to the real coach of the year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men and claim your throne for a king's treatment from one of our talented stylists. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Just get to a Lady Jane's today and receive a precision haircut, scalp massage, hot lather neck shave, and a hot towel treatment. A haircut should not be a chore. It should be an experience. And that's exactly what Lady Jane's has to offer. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. There's always a location near you. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Did somebody say merch?
Detroit signed shirt.
No, nobody said that at all. But what you can do is you can go to WoodwardSports.com. You can click on that shop tab and hook yourself up with some Woodward Sports merch. Let me tell you about these we got on screen right now. We got the Stoked Not Scared. It still applies to the Lions this season as well, too. And we also got the hashtag Boo Them Kids.
Boo the children.
Boo them
right
child.
now that needs to replace that Welcome to Detroit signed shirt that Kool-Aid has so many of in his closet. Come on, man. And we also got the Woodward Sports Tigers as well, too. Javi Baez hit a home run. Is Javi back?
He's back.
I don't know. You might. But go over to WoodwardSports.com, click on that shop tab, get swagged out.
Get swagged out. Welcome back to Wake Up Woodward. It's been a day. We got our 6 man in the building back. Shout out to that dude, Justin. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate you, man, for dropping everything and making that priority for us.
Hey, no problem, man. Anything for the network. You know how it be.
Let's rock, man. Let's rock. Let's rock. Shout out to Flannel Sam as well, our brother in crime, part of the Woo crew. We're going to see him back, about a week and a half, maybe?
Oh, he's Monday.
On Monday.
Yeah, you remember?
That's right.
He's
Monday.
here with you on Monday, and I'm going head-to-head with Neil on Monday, too.
Ooh. You ready, brother? I'm in your corner, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's rock.
That baseball talk.
I still love you, President.
Want you just put the bat out in front. Just keep your eyes. There you go. You know what time it is? Because we got to hustle through this.
Hey.
It's barking, baby.
Smash that like button for barking.
JB, can you shut that poll down?
Yeah.
At this moment. Because you guys have voted. It's week 4.
It is shut down.
It was probably one of our closest polls of all time.
Wow.
Of all time. Kool-Aid, you're first.
Yeah. I am first?
27%.
Wow.
KG, I'm assuming I'll go second because you're the barking, unless you want to go second.
Your bar king goes last.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
JB, you got 20%. You going third.
Yeah, I do actually. Let me get you together.
And what were the terms again? Just so you want to remind people what we had to do.
All right. So the topic for this week was you had to name 5 Detroit sports legends in your individual raps. So you can spit about anything, but you got to have 5 people, and at the end of your rap, you got to explain who the 5 people were in case you use nicknames or anything of that nature. So
I like it.
Fair.
I like it. It was difficult. I got 14 names in mind, so we'll see what you guys do.
14?
Yeah,
How is it
16 bars,
difficult?
14 names. Figure it out.
Credit. All
I'm
right.
coming for you.
I got
King.
9.
See, that's impressive.
5 of them are bona fide, like all-time legends, and the other 4.
I'm not mad at y'all.
Yeah,
I
no way.
literally did only 5, but we gonna see how
I
it turns
just
out.
did 5.
That was a goal, by the way, and it
We're
just
gonna see how
spiraled.
it go.
But if you're new, just a quick reminder: this is a Friday morning, but our second half of the show have a little barking segment where us and the chat can submit. We got a couple really good chat submissions. Here on Mark M's got some bars I can't wait to read. But 4 to 16 lines of just a creative a rap, a verse, some lyrics. We call it barking. Sports related. It has morphed into including a topic from the barking, whether a topic or a word. But here's just a couple lyrics from the squad, including here on Mark M. But Kool-Aid, you're first.
Let's rock, man. Let's rock.
All right,
let's go.
This
Let's
man
go.
with his beats again.
Let's go.
Again with these beats.
You got a beat again?
Hey, Kool-Aid on the track, man.
I like this.
Hey, let's go. You already know, man. Gotta talk about my lines real quick. Yeah, Wallace to Wallace, shit, I been defender God. Depend on me to have your blind side. Deck of the golf, plotting my demise. I'ma be around, yeah. Not easy to knock off, start something and find out. Like Panay Sewell had to teach Aaron Donald. Yeah, the world goes wrong, but it ain't revolving. Even if you're a legend, you gon' learn today. Like Kevin Hart lined up trying to stop Robert Porsche. Yeah, it's a mismatch. Zeke versus Lil MJ. I'm a native to winning. Y'all had to learn my ways. We them bad boys who tamed bulls. So what's a cowboy to the king of these jungles? If they say that they're looking for my team, it's a lie. We on the porch of our ops and they afraid inside. Word to Dan Campbell, living legend before our eyes. Woodward Ave, next spring Super Bowl parade arrive.
Whoa!
Let's go. Let's go.
That is
Let's
nasty.
go.
Bro, that was fire.
Let's go.
Now,
I gotta break it down for him too, though.
I gotta be that guy that's way more than 16 lines.
Come on.
Okay, so
I gotta be that guy.
It's okay. It was 5. I knew I had the 5.
I had
that
to
I
cut,
could,
I had to cut
spare.
some of the lines and like move them down the line to fit on the graphic.
So, but it's 16. It's fitting the criteria.
It's plus or minus 1. It actually does fit.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
promise.
allow it.
Mine are a lot shorter. I know
Let's
yours
go.
are shorter.
All right, explain your legends, man, because I heard a lot of current names in there. Current names. We're supposed to
That's
be
what I
naming
said.
Detroit
Hey.
sports legends.
Rasheed Wallace and Ben Wallace. That's the first 2 names in the whole thing.
All right.
And I
Open up
used
these
their
lines.
last name as like the Wallace to Wallace. I didn't curse. I said Sheed. I've been defender God. Like I've been a defender God.
All right, so that's 2.
Depend on me to have your blind side deck of the golf. Now, those might not be all-time legends, but they're, like I told you, some of those, living legends. They're on their way. No. Those are my 5. Those are my 5. Ben and Rashida 2, right? Plot my demise, I'm going to be around, easy to knock off. Panay Sewell, Aaron Donald. Yeah, the world goes round, but it ain't revolving. Even if you're a living legend, you're going to learn to say like Kevin Hart lined up, trying to stop Robert Porsche. That's number 3.
Yup.
Okay.
Watch this. And y'all going to be slipping. I
Chat's
already know
on
this.
fire, by the way, for you right now.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, it's a mismatch. Zeke, that's number 4. Versus Lil MJ.
Yep.
We them bad boys who tamed them bulls. And y'all didn't even catch this, right? I'm native to winning. So what's a cowboy to the king of these jungles? Natives, cowboys, Indians.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
But hey, do y'all know where number 5 is? If you're not gonna let Dan Campbell slide, do you know where number 5 is?
What?
Legendary. Woodward Avenue. Come on.
Number 5.
Come on. Woodward
M5.
Avenue, bro. I've watched parades down Woodward Avenue. Championship
Are we counting
parade.
Woodward Avenue?
It's the
as a
legendary
we
Woodward
are.
Avenue.
As the resident who is not participating,
What's on your hat? What's on your hat?
Yes.
What is on your hat?
That
It
is
won.
got. That's
Woodward
got to
Avenue.
count. That's got to count,
man.
Counted or not, he had more than 5. Like, that would have been number 9.
Yeah.
You would still have 8 without Woodward Avenue. But I
And we
think
got
that's clever.
Decker.
I know that doesn't fit perfectly. I think it's clever.
All right.
Clever? Come on.
Well, I'll let the chat decide.
I'm not kidding. The chat is on fire.
Decide. It's fine. I'll let the chat decide. That's fine.
You're the king, though. You make the
You
final
are
call.
king. I will acquiesce. I
we
am
do
your,
have to
your
keep
humble
moving.
subject.
Yeah, we do got to keep moving, so we'll let it slide for now.
Were there any more to cover? Dude, I'm not kidding. That was fire.
That was
the
fire.
melodies
Appreciate
you interwove into that. The chat. When you scroll up when we're going, you'll see
Appreciate
fire
you
emojis
guys.
all over the place. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Well
This
done.
is exactly why I don't participate.
Yeah, Kool-Aid.
Now you know how I feel right about now.
Literally, like if dude brings in a beat, then drops heat. Like,
I
are you
have to do
kidding
it
me?
now because I know when this dude brings in the beat, it's over. I know that. So I'm
Yes.
like, you know what? Let me just do this. Right
KG's playing too much NCAA to get a beat down.
Okay.
Okay. Hang on. Hold that comment.
All right.
But am I up next?
Whoever the
Yeah,
chat
then
goes.
JB, then
I'm
KG.
just going last. Yeah.
Fair. And I got to do this a cappella. Cool.
I know, right? This is great.
Right? 8 is 4 and 1. It's like, okay, here comes Broder. All right, here we go. When you hear me spit, you may think it's surprising. Despite the Friday night lights, clear eyes, no vising. I hit man from the left side. You know I got a few bars. Number 1 sidekick, Dontrell Willis, Joe Dumars. No bunting for this man. Mad love to Thomas Hearns. Southpaw slice swinging for the Stars, Turkey Stearns. I get loose in the booth, spit it through the tooth enamel. So you play the song double like Sweet Lou and Trammell.
Okay.
You see the ladies swarm every time I perform. Dollar bill and beer, stack the swing cash like it's norm.
Swing cash reference.
Shock the bad boys. Jack her man more is extortion. That's a whale of a bar for free, Willie Horton. For free, Willie, no Horton. Shorty, now you gonna say no to this fun guy, Shiitake? Gordy Howe on this mic. I missed her hockey.
Ooh.
2 in a row is where it ends, dog, because I say so. This is why I turn this game around. No Mo Hideo.
Oh, okay. All right,
I like
all
that,
right.
dog. And you read
That was
those
nice.
legends in there. So nice. And me personally, the swing cash reference.
Yup.
That was dope.
Yup. We got
So name your
Hitman.
legends. Yep.
Hitman.
Hearns,
Also Tommy Hearns.
Yep.
Dontrell Willis with his high leg kick, sidekick.
I don't know
Joe
about
Dumars.
Dontrell Willis is a Detroit legend, though.
So we don't have to count that
Yeah.
one. We got Turkey Stearns, who played for the Detroit Stars way back in the day.
Yep.
Sweet Lou.
Yep.
Alan Trammell, the double play. Where's the one? Okay, dollar bill and beer, like Bill
Yeah.
and beer.
No, I got you. I heard you
Stack
on
the
that
swing cash like it's Norm Cash.
You was getting
another Detroit legend. Shock the bad boys. Okay, Jack Herman Moore is extortion. Jack Herman Moore Morris. Jack Morris Herman Moore is.
Got it.
There we go.
Sandwich.
Free Willie Horton. Mr. Hockey. Gordy Howe. You guys get it. Hideo Nomo. You know, he turned around.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's my explanation. We got to keep moving.
I like how I made y'all just name all these. I only said 5, and y'all just did the extracurricular.
I know,
I
you
love
guys
it, man.
did.
I got them overworking, man. It's cool. Go ahead.
Above and beyond, extra credit and everything
I
like
love
this.
it, man.
I don't understand this.
You got to
Person-
bring your best. You coming at the king. You best not miss.
We got to, but apparently my best. I don't think this is my best personally. I apologize ahead of this chat. I'm
Sell
sorry.
yourself.
I'm sorry, but I had some other things going on, so I couldn't really get too much into it. But I did try my best with this one, so hopefully it is worth it. But let's get into it.
JB Smooth.
All right. Welcome back to the Park of Allen, where we sharpen tools of the trade. No Benny Blades, but these home improvements are self-made.
Ooh.
Because the boys are back in town, ready to grind for the pride. If you ask D-Mac, own the strong make the line. Even Flannel could agree. These role players are on a road to glory and about to put a statue right next to Barry of our new Super Bowl trophy.
Ooh.
Did I say trophy? Well, I meant trophies. Brad's like the captain in charge of this all-pro team.
Ooh.
This is the home where legends are made and banners are raised, where you gotta be special for Mason to announce your name. With Super Bowl dreams poured into our ring fingers, kind of like Matt Bro striking out George Springer.
Number 1.
Hey, Yasin B! Most steps in the building.
Barking,
Let's
baby.
go. It's a hot Friday.
All right, run down your legends real quick.
It's a hot Woo Friday.
All right, so run down a couple legends because I did use a nickname in here. Captain, obviously, you know,
Steve Eiserman, yeah.
Benny Blades, a very
Shout
out, known lion. D-Mac, come on, Darren McCarty.
Legend.
Here. If you want to count Flannel as a legend, we can do that
I
as
will.
well too. Barry Sanders, Mason, announcing legend as well
Legend.
too.
Yep, absolutely.
Matt Broder, he's sitting up on the desk, a legend.
Legend.
Yep.
And I also tried to connect, you know, Allen with Tim Allen and Home Improvements.
No, I love
as-
that home
as,
improvement line. That was,
you know,
that was hot.
at the top, but
I like it.
Yeah,
And George
he's not a
Springer is a
legend,
World
but,
Series
you
MVP.
I like it.
Facts.
Everything's been so fire, man.
Facts.
It has.
JB, that was fire.
That
Now
team
it's time
was
for the
so
Bar
hot.
King. Bar King and then chat submissions. We'll go to break. We'll open the poll.
All right.
We'll come back for what's trending in mailbag. But man, this is the king holding down his crown. You're sitting on the throne right now.
I am, man.
You got something up your sleeve too.
And I hate to prolong this, but I got to do my intro. Your reigning, defending,
I got my ones up.
Undisputed Bar King set to defend his title. And
I got my ones up.
I am ready. Thank you for acknowledging me.
Flannel
Thank
Sam
you.
actually just walked
Thank
into to acknowledge you.
Thank you. And without further ado, let's get to it, man. Hold on.
Do it.
Uh-oh. You got some comp this week, huh?
Hey, Kool-Aid.
Uh-oh.
You remember this?
Hey, Kool-Aid on the track.
Sometimes to be Bar King, you got to get down and dirty. Sometimes you got to get in there a
He
little
about
bit.
to tell us something. Call it a
Hey, Chad, lock in with me, man. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. I feel like Megatron, transforming no Decepticon. When I'm in the field or I'm in the booth, you see a king, I don't mean LeBron. Had the crown since back then. Swatting peasants like Big Ben. They feared the fro like they fear the pen. Chat room for me, we locked in. Lomos to the haters, they blocked in. K, keep me out of your top 10. I'm the one in front of those other 9. El Capitan like Iserman. Like him, I got a plan. Eat, sleep, then drop hits in the batter's box like Lou Wick. Either die for the throne or just quit.
Oh
Who ain't got time for
fired up?
Who ain't got time for me?
I'm fired up.
Oh my God.
Hey,
was a bar.
Listen, as a producer, kill all my beats, KG. That's what you
got
want to
you.
hear. Oh my gosh.
Shut it down.
Oh my gosh.
down.
Hold on, put the camera back on that
I
man.
got my life savings on
Let me see the
KG
Vince
winning
Carter.
this poll.
Let me see the Vince Carter. It's over. Oh my gosh.
Let's go down.
That was fire.
All right, let me run down my
That was
legends
fire.
real quick. Of course, I feel like Megatron. Of course, we all know who that is. Let's see. You see a king, I don't mean LeBron. Oh yeah, had the crown since back then. Swatting peasants like Big Ben. They fear the fro like they fear the pen. Chat room for me, we locked in. Lomos to the haters, they blocked in. Can't keep me out of your top 10. I'm the one in front of those other 9 El Capitan like Iserman.
Dude, that was a stretch that
I
got
like
me.
that.
Yeah, El Capitan. That was.
The Lomas bar?
Hey,
Yeah, man. Hold on.
I like it.
Like him, I got a plan. Eat, sleep, then drop hits in the batter's box like Lou Wick. Either die for the throne or just quit.
Let's go.
That was so good.
Dang, and then you had to bring out the beat.
I did.
Hey, we gotta get on this content.
Yeah, man.
I heard the vision, dog. I heard the vision.
Yeah, man.
I got like 100 more tracks. Please have them all.
I told you, man. I've been trying to cook here.
I'm resigning from Bar King. Never expect any bars from me. I am resigning.
You understand the when we win, when we get our week, it's going to feel so good. I'm impressed with all 4, to be honest, with 1 day of prep.
No, this was nice. Like, everybody came correct today, man. So, shout out to all y'all, man. But we gonna let the chat decide who.
You already won, dog. You
We're gonna let the chat decide.
I don't know.
Let the people speak.
Hang on, Matthew Kruger, I need you to go create like 100 more accounts to get some votes in. I mean, you're my guy. We do have a chat submission we got to get to before break. So I got to read this from Mr. Mark N. From Huron Mark N. And he wrote one, not along the guidelines because we didn't announce them to the public.
Of course.
But chat, by the way, if you ever want to submit bars for this, and I know Nick M didn't have, it's a little long, and I got to put it in a little long. We'll try to use it in the future, but send them, email them to me, hit us up on social.
Yes, please.
And we'll read them off like Mark M did. He wrote a song called Kneel. And it's written to stand by Eminem.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to do my best performance of this because he gave me a few guidelines to follow of how to deliver this. But wait,
outside my window.
That's right.
I can see you.
All right, dear Neil. Dear Neil. Like, that's a bar already.
No,
Dear Neil.
this is hilarious.
Huron Mark M in the chat.
We'll have to play this on Big D Energy.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
All right. Dear Neil, I chatted you the other day, but you didn't read it. It's like we ordered Soroki's together, but then we didn't eat it.
Oh, my God.
When you talk Lions, I have the same ideas as you do. Drafts good players regardless of feedback. Inside vets to prove it and save that cap. But Neil, I was listening to your show talking about the Tigers, and you want to trade Jack Flaherty for a gift card to Myers? May as well ask them to kick in some dirty diapers. In a similar deal, You gave away expiring contracts. Gio Urshela and Canna and Foley too. Do you value wins at all? I know I do. I thought the tone was for everyone but me. The one chat you read and you diss me? Oh. Just because I chat you a lot don't mean you block me.
Damn.
Every day I look forward to 11 to simp you. But now you want to trade Tarek Skubal for 3 scratch-offs and a 6-pack of Yoo-Hoo. Scott Harris is not dumb and Chris Illich is not poor. You and Moneyball Flannel need to ask teams for more. Regardless, in the end, I hope we can all be friends after decision 2024.
This is hard.
That was fire. You know what? I know you went over to 16, but that was one where you had to allow it.
Oh my
Absolutely.
God.
That was fire.
I read the first 2 segments in the email he sent to me. Like, this is approved. Approved. All right, let's take a quick break. Keep voting in the poll over break. Shout out Huron Mark M. Maybe before the end of the show, we'll put in a poll. Does Huron Mark M beat us all? Or something. Get your votes in. But first, I'm going to tell you about both Mark White and Soroki's. How about that?
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, cool. Let's start with Mark White.
Mark White gonna
Because,
do you right.
guys, if you're dreaming of a new home but feeling the financial pinch, Mark White and Associates, your trusted real estate experts, they're here to help. Mark White and his team will pay up to $5,000 of your closing costs. That's right, $5K. So call Mark White and Associates today, at 248-290-8242, or visit them at markwhitesells.com. After you do that and you're hungry, go to Soroki's. Soroki's Crispy Chicken and Pizza, they're taking over Michigan. They're known for their quality, hand-battered and hand-breaded chicken tenders, sandwiches, and New York-style pizza. Locations are popping up all over Metro Detroit because they're doubling their number of restaurants this year. Soroki's just had their grand opening in Madison Heights, so go stop in and try it out. Or go to www.sorokis.com.
The Great American Chevy Week is back and bigger than ever at Feldman Chevrolet. Choose from the largest inventory of award-winning Chevys, all priced to move for the biggest week of the year. Get this 2024 Silverado for only $213 a month, or this 2024 Equinox for as low as $249 a month. Feldman takes the Great American Chevy Week to another level. Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
The Ally Challenge presented by McLaren is back August 22nd through 25th at Warwick Hills and Grand Blanc. Be there for PGA Tour Champions Golf, Family Night, concerts, and more. Tickets start at just $15. Get yours at allychallenge.com today.
At Planet Fitness, you can get everything you need for just $1 down.
Trying out Planet Fitness and dang, they got lots of equipment.
Not me getting a Planet Fitness membership just for the 24-hour perk.
Hey, y'all better get on these free fitness training sessions from Planet Fitness.
Did y'all know that the PF app has workouts you can do at home?
Cheapest therapy I can find is Planet Fitness.
Join Planet Fitness today and get everything you need for just $1 down. $15 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Thursday, July 18th.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
Join the best youth football league in Metro Detroit. It's the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan's 3C Sports League. They got offers for youth ages 5 to 14 with 6 exciting teams to choose from in Detroit, Belleville, Highland Park, and East Point. All coaches are trained, certified, and undergo background checks. So register for football or cheer at bgcsm.org. It costs $175 per child, but that includes equipment, meals, and transportation included, plus the chance to play the championship game at Ford Field. Put the youth back in youth sports with BGC SM 3C Sports. And if you get an injury or you want to see a doctor to make sure you're on your game, Kool-Aid, where should they go?
Hey, attention sports fans, listen up. You don't want to miss out on expert sports injury insights with Dr. Jeff Pierce of Michigan Sports and Spine. Join Dr. Pierce every Tuesday during Big the Energy and Thursday during Ermanni and Edwards with Maz, where he offers up the top-notch injury advice. Trust the guy that DMAC trusts. Dr. Jeff Pierce is here to keep you in the game and performing at your best. For more information, visit MichiganSportsandSpine.com or call 248-426-9944.
9944.
What up, though, people? We are back. We are back. We are back. My headphones, they are still on fire, boy. Neil is officially the Drake of WSL.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know if we going that far.
Jeez.
I think it's time since we're rolling.
Neil is machine gun. Come on.
I don't even think we need to make a big moment of this, I think we got to close down the poll right now and award the Bar King. The Bar King.
How did it shake
the
out?
trophy. We got KG at 64%.
64%.
Biggest margin of victory so far.
Kool-Aid in second place, 16%. JB, you and I tied at 9%. That's 18%, so that's more than Kool-Aid. So we'll take our little win.
Hold on. If we're doing that, do I at least get like 10% for the beat?
Bro, yours is winning.
He didn't read the fine print.
Yours today.
Yours is fire.
Yours today is winning most other weeks.
You know what?
That's like
it's fun, bro. It's fun.
That was good.
Listen,
it's fun.
JB, ISO real quick, man. ISO.
I got you.
You give it to yourself?
To beat the man, you gotta beat the man. I'm not giving this up easy. If you coming for the king, you best not miss.
Let's go.
That's 3 in a row.
Let's go. That's three in a row.
That's 3 in a row.
Maybe I will tap in next week.
Do it. It's fun.
Ooh, that's what
Just-
let's have fun, bro.
Easy in the chat said he want to submit one next week too.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
easy.
yeah.
Let's go.
100%. More
Shout out Easy.
If
man.
we get submissions before Friday, we can give it some more time. It means more people are invested. So they'll bring
We gotta
in
get
Easy. Hell yeah.
Easy, get in the chat, man, because I know Easy spits.
Easy's got some bars.
Yeah.
His diss track. Remember?
Yeah.
His diss track.
Yeah.
Despite it being about our quarterback, he's got some bars.
Yeah.
He's got some bars. But KG, congrats, King. You know what it's time for, though.
Time to spark up, man. Spark it. Where is it at? There you go. Oh, with this on the back wall, too, huh?
Now it's time for the most electrifying segment on the internet. It's What's Trending with JB. Live on Wake Up Woodward.
Ladies and gentlemen, former Bar King Jay Bizzle.
Let's rock,
Just
boy.
had to put that extra on.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Just had to put that
I
extra
just
on there.
realized
Damn.
that girl with the medicine ball, her tooth falls out.
What?
Yeah, when she gets hit in the face with that medicine ball, her tooth falls out.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, so her glasses fall off and her tooth actually falls out as well too. Like I said, it's a short video, so you couldn't really see all of it in there together. But you guys, it's gonna be a hell of a weekend. I don't know if you know this already, but Deadpool and Wolverine is out right now.
Yeah,
They are out right now. So everyone in the chat, let me forewarn you once you head out to these movie theaters right now. The prices for these merchandise that you'll find at the concession stand are a little outrageous. So you got the popcorn bucket that's around $25 to $27, depending on if you fill it with popcorn or not.
Yeah, right. That's the one with the tongue, right?
Yeah,
that
that's
freaky
the
ass
one with
bucket.
the
All
tongue.
right.
There's also another one with a taxi cab, some drinks as well too. LED drinks for $15.
Jesus.
Keychains for $10. You got posters for $20 and blankets as well too, which is pretty outrageous. But it might not be as outrageous as these new Xbox controllers. With the back on them.
Oh my god!
Look at that booty.
They're so funny.
That's wild, bro.
What is my platform doing?
Why is
Xbox?
Why they keep trying to make this movie freaky like
Why?
this? This is wild.
Why does it look like Deadpool is looking right at me? Oh
He
my
is.
god!
He
I
is.
can't lie.
He is.
I'd get that Deadpool controller for the memes. That thing's funny as shit.
If I see you playing with that controller,
Are you
I'ma
playing
flag you, bro.
NCAA football with that?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd see them play. I think like that'd be a specific game type beat. Like they're coming out with this new Marvel Overwatch game that's called Marvel Rivals. That's the type of game I'd use that controller for.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, just forewarn you, heading out to the movie theaters, that's the prices that you're looking for. Especially if you're bringing kids and they see this, yeah, they're definitely going to want this. But KG,
What up?
I got to know, what did they do wrong in this video?
Okay.
No.
Bro, what the hell are you doing? That they already effed up. Why are you
just
feeding
wait, just wait.
a bear? Oh! Oh shit!
Did he take him into the woods?
What?
Where you going?
Shit, where is my man?
Where
Is he still
Bro,
alive?
look at the hair raised up on the bear's back,
Get
though.
up,
Like, what are
son.
you doing playing with the bear?
Holy shit.
That mug set you up, bro. Hey, that's Brian Branch playing safety this year.
Listen,
Goodness gracious.
JB, you know I hate to say this.
Then say it.
You know I hate to say it, but
Just say it.
Say it with me now. White people shit.
Yeah.
What are you doing feeding a bear?
Outside your car.
That is so dumb.
I don't understand if you want to like throw it out of a slightly cracked window.
Yes.
But what are we doing?
That's crazy, bro.
You know what it
he
is?
kind of
This-
deserve it. I ain't
White
gonna lie.
people shit.
People who don't take like Yogi Bear serious, bro.
He kind of deserve it, man. What you thought that was Smokey the Bear?
That's what I was about to
That's
say.
what I'm saying. Like, what?
What were you thinking?
He thought he could just, go outside and pet a bear. Like,
Hold on, bro. One more
nothing's
time.
wrong.
Look at the reflexes of the bear.
You,
Beer's an incredible athlete.
Yes, man.
This was James Houston's rookie year. Look at this.
No, for real.
Look at that.
Shit. That's wild, bro.
And he just disappears. Like, where does he go? Where does the guy go?
The next dimension. Only you can prevent your arm from being bitten off. Like, what are we doing, man?
This just goes to show people,
That
please
is wild.
stop feeding bears out here. I'm telling you that right now.
That is wild.
When Grandpa says he's going fishing, just know he's going fishing no matter what.
Wait, what?
If you can't
He's
see
pulling the boat?
He is pulling the boat with
On
his
his
electric
scooter.
chair.
That's awesome.
Wow.
This is Frank Ragnow in like 20 years.
He's on,
I gotta get out to the lake.
he's dragging the boat on the hover round though. I can't get over
I
it.
hope Frank Ragnow ain't doing that.
Right, for real.
Why? 20 years after his football, like he loves to fish. I'm impressed at the power of that scooter.
I'm sure he can afford a truck to carry the boat.
Oh yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure he can afford a truck to carry it. But you guys, have you realized that we have come to the moment that no one knows about Soulja Boy and how to do the dance?
Really?
Tell
Yeah,
him.
Don't let Soldier hear that.
Seriously, because someone at a
Don't let
wedding,
Big Draco hear that.
someone at a wedding had to teach everyone how to crank that Soulja Boy.
Hey.
These are some of the best dances of all time.
Wow.
Oh, watch
Okay.
me do.
Hey.
Watch me you.
Hey.
Watch me you.
Okay. Okay.
This is my childhood right here.
Dog.
Do you know the dance?
Yeah.
I won't make you do it on air.
Hold on, my man in the
KG
plaid
would.
shirt. My man in the plaid
I was about to
shirt.
say, you gonna come up here and show us how to do the
Tell me,
Justin.
tell me
He's
you don't
leading the charge.
gain a little bit of respect at the rhythm. Like he
No,
looks pretty.
he's getting it.
Yeah, no,
does it
there's
calm.
nothing awkward, bro.
He does it easy. Like
No, it's smooth.
Yeah.
He hitting it clean.
Yeah.
and wasn't the do that Heisman on the hoe like
Yeah.
the remix
That
to
was
it?
another one.
It was a lot of remixes to
Yeah,
that.
they
So
did
he's
a
smooth,
lot.
Crank
dog.
that
He's
Batman, all
smooth.
that. You remember Crank That Batman? It was
Oh
so
my
many
God.
spin-offs
Superman
to
now,
this.
ho!
Watch me do.
Eric Allen, these
Shout
kids are
out Big
helpless.
Draco, man. Shout out Big Draco.
See, we've come around to the moment that like you actually had to teach kids how to crank that Soulja Boy. Like
It's a lost start, man.
it's a lost start. And finally, I will end it on this. Broder and Planet Fitness, you know we love you, but Broder, you got to get your freaky ass grandpa out of the gym. I'm sorry.
What's happening?
Hey.
Oh my God.
Dude, oh he
What?
He a fan.
Where are we going, bro? Oh my gosh, bro.
That's wild.
That's so wild.
Why
I don't
you
know
look like
what
my
he's
man
doing,
off
though.
Dragon Ball Z? The old freaky ass
Yeah.
grandpa of Dragon Ball Z. Oh my
I don't
God.
know
what
what
was
he's
that
doing.
move right there? Just
What, Master
what is
Roshi?
that?
That's
He's going hip thrust and
that's-
he's going with the fire
See,
extinguisher.
we call that the up and
Hey,
under.
you was at Master Roshi, right?
We call that the up and under. He has perfected the up and under, man.
10 sets of getting freaky.
Yeah.
The
Oh my
caption.
God.
That's when it's so deep, you just got to get that extra, yeah.
I'm trying to think. When I'm at Planet Fitness, I always have my headphones in, but I don't think they have music playing loud. Like
No,
there
they
might be
don't.
something.
No, there's not.
But it's not loud.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering where this guy is channeled. What's in his ear right now?
And what is
I
he
love it.
like? What
I
is he
don't know if
doing
you
with the
wanna
weight?
know.
What is in it? Like, what is he
Nothing.
doing with the weight in his other hand, bro? Like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, what is he practicing?
I'm trying to figure out, is it a hand or is it a
He's
hook?
working on his balance, man, because when you all hips and you leaning back, you got to be able to keep that balance.
Oh, so that's
Yeah.
right hand on the headboard.
See, you not seeing
I wasn't
you're
looking.
not seeing the
Right
vision.
hand on the headboard.
You're not
I
seeing
get
the
it.
vision.
Straighten that. That's
Yeah.
the whole. You know
Hey,
what?
real talk though.
Shout out to Queen
All
Kool-Aid.
hips, no hands.
I got
All
new
hips-
workout moves, Queen Kool-Aid.
All hips, no hands, bro.
Wait.
I'm gonna go work out now.
Can we acknowledge what?
Yeah.
There was a lot just being said there, but he just shouted out his wife.
He did. Hey, the man got 4 kids for a reason now. Let's not pretend. Let's not pretend like Kool-Aid. You hear the R&B that he be doing every morning. Like, let's not pretend.
Oh, snap.
It's always the bald head ones you got to watch out for. It's Morris Chestnut Jr. over here. You got to watch it.
No, that's Neo Jr. up there, right
you gotta
there.
watch
Hey,
it.
I see you in the chat, sweetie. I see you.
Oh, she's in the chat too.
You
Oh,
can't
my
be giving
God.
out the moves, man. You can't be giving out the secrets. I won't tell.
Oh, man.
Message for voice training.
Mid-May say Kid 5 is on the way. Let me tell
Kid 5 loading, baby.
This is a Friday show.
We got an R&B group at R8. We got the next one you're building.
That is fire.
Oh, man.
Yo,
JB,
fire
man.
segment, JB, man. That was What's Trending. You know what? We just say What's Trending is brought to you by Randy Wise Auto. How would you like to play the universe?
Golly.
Look at
it.
You got it.
Go ahead and talk about it.
How would you like to
Talk
play
about that more
University
some.
All right. Let him read it.
I can do this.
You can
Is there
Put
a
on a
great
beat. I can
sponsor?
do it better. Now,
all right.
how would you like to play the University of Michigan golf course with Brendan Edwards? It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour. Register today, and you can round off our foursome at
Nasty.
woodwardsports.com or scan the code on the screen. When it comes to your next car or truck, make the wise decision. Randy Wise Automotive.
All links, no fish.
You know what, too?
Y'all almost made me say the wrong thing after that website.
You know what, too? A little Feldman Chevrolet, little sponsor of our mailbag segment, which you're going for the next 11 minutes. That's right. A planned overtime. With Feldman Chevrolet, since 1996, Feldman Automotive, they've been driven to provide a first-class car buying experience. They call it the Feldman Advantage. They got over 18 locations, so there's got to be a dealership in your backyard. Just go to feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. We'll be out at Feldman Chevrolet of Novi. That's us, Wake Up Woodward, and Big D Energy in August. They're awesome. Part of what makes Feldman Chevrolet Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer. And you know what time it is? You know what time it is, Kool-Aid?
I know what time it is. Hey, it's time for Wake Up Woodward mailbag segment presented by Feldman Automotive Group.
Yep, first
Let's get into
question from John F. and Lord mailbag. Kool-Aid.
Yes, sir.
With your 5th child incoming, do you want a boy or a girl? Blue or the pink?
Oh, man.
It would have to be another boy. I already got 2 girls, and I'm sitting here like, I don't know how I hold, if I get another girl, 3 shotguns. I just don't understand it.
Good answer.
You're quick, JB. You're quick, JB.
It's training camp for Kool-Aid right there.
Let's stay on the baby topic. Let's stay on the youthful topic. Dante151, it was a super chat earlier, $9.99.
Yes, sir.
Says, I have a question to Mr. Kool-Aid. What are the Brooklyn Nets doing in signing Killian Hayes to a 1-year contract? Are they trying to be last year's Pistons? Because why? Just why?
Oh, man. I listen, Killian Hayes has NBA skills. People out there believe, and there are some smartest guys in the room who believe, look, we can fix this guy. Killian Hayes, to me, though, is not a prospect anymore. I think we've seen his best days, but I'm not going to take away his ability to go out there and make something of himself. Somebody within the Nets organization, they believe they can fix the shot and get his confidence in the right place. And they believe he'll play better if he's around better players and shooters. So that's the scuttlebutt on Killian Hayes.
I love it. Chuckle Cheese, mailbag. Do you think that Gibbs could ever have a 1,000 season? 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving.
That's tough, man. I mean, I think it's been done. But I mean, that's tough, man. Especially with D-Mont in this lineup. Maybe when D-Mont eventually leaves and Gibbs is the #1 back, maybe. But that's tough, man.
Yeah, Chuckle Cheese. Has it been done before? I know there's been running backs at over 2,000 all-purpose yards. I don't know if it was a 1,000 split, but if anyone or any type of player can do it, it's Jahmyr Gibbs. It's that type. His ability to run and catch the ball, wild.
Yeah,
wild.
At least 1,505. I think that he's definitely more than 1,500 is going to be, I think, tough from in the backfield. But when he gets kind of that #1 back role and there's less potential offensive weapons, because that's where it's going to hurt him. There's so many offensive weapons on the squad, even though we still have some questions about wide receiver. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, baby. Fantastic question, Noah N. He says, can we submit videos for Bar King? I wrote 16 on a beat and recorded it, but I think it's the one you said was too long. Yes. That's
please.
When I dream of the final product of this at some point, and involves chat submitted videos of you guys reading it how you want, I would love that, Noah M.
You know what? And we'll try and get it up on socials and maybe have a merch giveaway for the winner.
Hey, plug the how to contact you again if they want to submit.
Yeah. So if you have any of our socials, hit us up on social media or email me, Broder, BRODER at woodwardsports.com. Broder at woodwardsports.com. Fantastic idea. Also, you don't have to record it to submit bars that I'll read or one of us will read And Easy asked before, what are the guidelines are easy normally?
We'll get our
4 to 16 lines maximum. And the bar king of that week picks a topic or like a keyword that has to be used in the lyric. So the bar king will select usually, let's try to do it by Tuesday.
Yeah, I got you.
And those are the guidelines. 16 bars max. We'll have fun with it. The more we 16, we might have to go down to like 12, 8 if more people start submitting. Great one, Noah M. Freddie Felt 313 mailbag.
Shout out.
Fave ballpark arena snack at any of the 4 major Detroit sports teams. He's got to go with nachos, hot dog, and Cracker Jacks at Copac, American Park. Biggest thing.
So easy for me. Cinnamon roasted almonds. I have to have them every time I go, whether it's a Pistons game or a Tigers game. I absolutely need the cinnamon roasted almonds, man. So good.
That's fair.
Anything else?
Look, man, the chicken tenders over at Little Caesars Arena.
You get them every
fire.
time.
Y'all saw me, right?
Time.
We went to the Red Wings game. I was like, I was the only. Look, when there's Pistons games, it is very difficult for me to get the chicken strips.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. I have to go down to. It's gonna sound snobbish. Neil, please don't clip this.
Right.
I gotta go down to the Pistons media room to get those chicken tenders.
Oh wow!
At the Red Wings game, wasn't nobody in line for the fried chicken.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I walked right up. All the other lines were packed. I don't know.
That's wild.
Ooh, Comerica Park. I got one. It's not a food item, but it is a drink item. I like to go there and get some drinks. It's got to be the daiquiri station that I can sit here and mix and match the daiquiris. Like
daiquiri.
That's fire.
I got one too. If you ever been to Comerica Park, you know there's this one hot dog vendor in the stands who has the metal tin, which has steamed hot dogs that are being steamed. He walks around.
So the bun is steamed too.
Yeah.
Oh,
that dude, and then the Italian sausage stands with the peppers and the onions.
You can't beat steamed buns.
Nah, you can't.
I bet you can't.
We know Kool-Aid. We know.
What were you saying, Justin?
Traded kept with Kool-Aid, man.
Yeah. Moving on. Dante151 mailbag. Broder, is there anyone, and this can open up to everybody. Oh, there's a hip thrust. Is there anyone from the Yankees
his signature move
you wouldn't mind if the Tigers traded for? I've been asking this for weeks. So if you guys got names, let them fly.
Yeah, Aaron Judge.
Juan Soto.
Come on now.
Non-MLB players.
Not MLB players?
Dante, there's 2 I have in mind, both probably unreasonable. Like, they're not going to make a trade for them. I like shortstop George Lombard, who's in their system. I believe he's their number 6 prospect, George Lombard Jr. He's down in single A right now. I also like their number 16 prospect, Carlos LaGrange. He's a right-handed pitcher, 6'7", 200 pounds.
Nice.
Who throws heat. He's just a little wonky, and I'm like, man, if you can get Chris Fetter's hands on him and can figure that out, that's the type of back-end bullpen I want. Dante, there's 2 guys for you. Mitten Mate has 2 R&B group ideas.
Wait, hold on. I do have one. If you could swing it in, if you're dealing one of your better players, Jason Dominguez.
Why do you want him?
I just think that he's got the upside. He's almost MLB ready or could be MLB ready, and he will have an impact next opening day.
He should be.
Did they bring him up at one point?
Yeah, they brought him up this year. They brought him up this year, but he's
Yeah.
been kind of fluctuating between AAA and the MLB.
And he's been their top prospect for so long.
Still 21, too.
Yeah. I don't know if he's a perfect field for Comerica Park. Spencer Jones isn't. Like, he's a stud, but, like, power hitter who strikes out a lot and can't play defense in the outfield. We don't want that, guys. We don't want it.
Yeah.
And that's your philosophy. You guys want day 1 starters next year, right? At the very least. So at this trade deadline, you looking for guys that can step into this lineup, at least 1 or 2, and make a difference based on what they do at this deadline?
Actually, no. Unless you're trading Scooble and you're getting guys who are ready.
You're right.
If you're not trading Scooble, this is still the pieces you're getting back. Maybe 1 contributes next year at the major. But you're getting double-A guys. Yeah, you're trying to get top double-A guys, but you're not getting guys ready for the majors. They aren't trading those guys, contending teams. Maybe in the offseason, we'll see. But Mitten Made had 2 group ideas. R&B group, Broder and the Relievers, or Kool-Aid and the Kids.
Kool-Aid and the Kids.
There's some more in there, too, he's put out.
What is it?
There's a lot
I'm
more.
behind.
I love our chat.
Yeah.
Illich and the Tightwads, that's one. The Kool-Aid orgy, pause.
The Kool-Aid or the Kool-Aid experience.
How about this?
Woodward and the Cruisers.
What is it?
Woodward and the Cruisers.
Oh, I like that. That's clean.
Woodward and the Cruisers.
That's clean.
Can we do that for the
Dream Cruise?
I would rock that shirt.
Ooh.
Justin,
That's
that down, bro.
That seemed kind of Motown-ish though. Like
write that down. Write that down.
I
we
like
need to
that
be
one.
like in line, getting in and out on one microphone. It kind of sounds like Temptation-ish.
We gotta get this music together. We got
One person gotta slide in and out.
Oh my gosh, who would crush Woodward and the Cruisers? And who suggested that one? Just so we have the
Mitten
Made. Make sure you mark that down too, brother.
How about this? Eric Allen confirmed with us. Only 3 have done it in the NFL history. This is the 1,000 catching, 1,000 receiving. Roger Craig.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Did it say 19? Oh no. Roger Craig, Marshall Falk, and Christian McCaffrey did it. So I knew the McCaffrey one.
Yeah.
So his all-purpose 2,000 was a 1,000 mix.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's receiving. It was 1,005 yards receiving.
Nice.
Marshall Falk was 1,048, and Roger Craig was 1,016. So it's the receiving part of it for these running backs.
Exactly.
That's the difficult part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you actually brought that up because it starts to really. We're talking about Jahmyr Gibbs and the capabilities he shows, and we see that only a few people have done this in the history of the game. But we do believe that Jahmyr Gibbs he got the recipe.
He has a skill
to make something like that happen.
100%. If anyone can do it, like we said, it's him.
He's a weapon.
2 more real quick. A question, and then Steve-O Baby's bars to probably take us.
I do have one I have to reference in chat because I was
Perfect.
so you can go ahead
I'll
and
go, then I'll go to
Yep.
you. Perfect. Life with Cool. I think it's Life with Cool O.
Life with Cool?
Cool O.
It's Cool with the K.
Yeah.
Outside of Terry and Arnold, what Lions rookie will have the biggest impact this season? Make your statement. Real quick.
Well, Lions rookie.
We got, outside of the undrafted guys, Terry and Arnold, Enos Rakestraw, Gio Manu, Sione Vaki, Christian Mahogany, who's out with an illness. He hasn't practiced yet, and Mekhi Wingo.
You guys have had me bullish on Vaki.
I've been saying that whenever this was asked, but I might switch up, man. I might say Enos Rakestraw. I like what they doing with him so far in camp. He's played inside and outside. He's going to be a versatile weapon. We're going to see him in this defense a lot. Probably matchup dependent, but he's going to be a guy that is probably going to make some plays, man. I really like his ability. So,
JB, Kool-Aid, Justin?
I like his answer. I was thinking Enos Rakestraw as well. I think he said it pretty well.
They're moving Enos all over the defense so far in training camp. But again, it's early, but the fact that he's out there in multiple spots with the ones with the twos.
Yeah.
I like it.
The rake.
I'm with Rakestraw too. Honestly, ever since he posted that picture on Twitter of him with his Missouri helmet on, staring at the college football game, he has turned into one of my favorite players. So I got Enos Rakestraw Jr.
He got a silent swag about him.
He
though.
does.
He really does, man.
Yeah, no, I like the opposite of Arnold and Rakestraw because like Arnold is very loud. He's talk yo shit. Rakestraw just kind of come in, do his business, stay quiet. I like the mix of the two.
He does his business and he leaves. That's the thing. So I got to go with Rakestraw as well. But I'm really, really rooting for Giovanni and Mekhi Wingo to like make big impacts as well too.
That's who I'm going with, Mekhi Wingo. That's my dude.
Something else about.
Pardon?
No, you finish.
No, just with the acquisition of DJ Reader, we talked about Levi O coming alive, moving out to the edge a little bit. I don't know if we're going to see Wingo contribute a ton week 1, but I there's something about this kid I love. I love.
Big facts.
Justin.
All right. This one is kind of stupid. I'm just say that right now. Mailbag, since Justin is an Ohio State lackey, now can we make a bet for the Michigan-Ohio State game, my beard versus Justin's hair?
Damn.
You are not listening to me, Kruger. Please listen to me. I just saying that Ohio State deserves a little bit more respect than what we are currently giving them. Yes, we beat them 3 years in a row, and I'm not saying that we're not going to beat them again. But we do. Michigan has glaring holes, and Ohio State has less glaring holes. They deserve a little bit of respect.
I would
Straight
agree
up.
with that. As much as I hate him, I agree with that.
Yeah, I gotta agree.
Yeah. All right, one more mailbag question directly to you from Herb Nash. Mailbag, after 5 to 10 years, do you ever see Harbaugh coming back to Michigan to finish a career?
No. Hell no. Not as long as Ward Manuel is there. Not as long as he has to deal with the NCAA and the powers that be. Absolute. Why would he? He came, he finished the mission. The only thing that has eluded him in his career is a Super Bowl.
Exactly. He's going to retire once he gets a Super Bowl, too.
Exactly.
Like, he is on his finishing quest right now. And if he does come back to Michigan, he probably will get suspended again and have to deal with the NCAA for everything that happened this year.
isn't bad, but I can kind of see him coming back to Michigan eventually.
If he comes back, it won't be in a coach capacity. It'll be as an advisor or something like that. Like he'll have an office, kind of like what Lloyd Carr used to do around campus. So
I could see him back as coach, but only if he's the true king of Ann Arbor.
Yeah,
and that was the thing. This past regime, he wasn't the true king of Ann Arbor, and that's why this thing went the way it did. All of those reports that came out about the fact that Ward could have gotten something done, but chose to be a little bit more messy, showed you he was not who they build him to be as it relates to the power that Jim Harbaugh had in that Michigan family. But you can never like count it out when you got mom and pop's Harbaugh still there.
They need to put a statue up of that man, and I stand by that.
Yeah.
At this point, he's one of the greatest Michigan players of all time, and he also brought you a national championship that you haven't had in God knows how long. Like,
yes.
Like,
Justin, don't make a bet and put your hair on the line.
I'm not. Kruger's a slappy. It's all good.
And just in general, don't cut your hair. Don't make a bet about your faith or anything.
And I have one mailbag question. Not that we answer right now, but maybe we deal with it next week. Brian Branch and the move to safety. What does that mean for everybody else?
Yeah, that's got to be a full segment.
Yeah, next week.
Steve-O baby, mailbag, last one. We just got to read. He submitted some bars. I've been trying to figure out how you broke this up, so bear with me. This is the last one. Super Bowl trophies. Please, JB. This reminds me of a song. Let me sing it to you. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Everything your heart desires will come to you.
Not bad.
You know what a way to end the show. I love it.
Hell yeah. Take us around real quick, baby.
Hey, that's cash right there, man. You already know. Thank you, chat family. Appreciate you guys for, honestly, kicking off the day with us and spending the entire week with your Woo Crew, Wake Up Woodward. We appreciate you guys. If you haven't gotten the opportunity yet, definitely go ahead and smash that like button. Shout out to Flannel Sam, the vet of the squad and the network. He did walk in about 30-40 minutes ago to get prepped for Big D Energy, which is on at 11. You guys want to be tapped in, especially Monday, too. I can't wait to see this. You versus Neil. That's going to be epic. Shout out to that dude, Justin, the 6-man, and coach of the squad. What up, though, brother?
Hey. Shout out to everyone giving me so much love on my jersey in chat.
Hell yeah.
My boy Grizz means so much to me. Obviously, the Lions mean so much to me. So I appreciate all the love. All you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Big D Energy.
Hey, well stated. Shout out to this elite, illustrious, wonderful, stupendous, magnificent, elite booth. We're going to start with the Bar King and the Sound Booth. We call him Black Hollywood. Got Morpheus on today. He already knew what the deal was. KG, what up, though, brother?
You can also call me Barzilla, man. Shout out to whoever in the chat posted that as a nickname for me, man. But can't do it without y'all, chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Shout out to my team. This was a great week. Can't wait for next week, man. Let's keep this shit rolling. And you're now three-peat Bar King has spoken.
Hey, you know what? That's the way it's supposed to be. I'm telling y'all, that guy actually rap. So it's cool, man. And I hope we challenging you. One of these days, we're going to dethrone you, though.
Yeah. It ain't today, though.
It ain't today.
It ain't today.
I'm Bar King. We got the ones up. Hey, in the Titty Booth on a Friday, it is Woodward Sports' MVP, JB Smooth.
Hey, it's been a hell of a show. Great week with you all as well, too. Weekend is finally here, everybody. Remember, stay safe out there. Hopefully these prices at the movie theaters don't kill your wallet. But also, no spoilers. No spoilers until next week. Middle of next week, everybody. Let's be real.
Tell them.
Thank you, John Fisher, for not spoiling it. He said he read the entire synopsis of the movie and chose not to spoil anything in chat. So thank you to him.
They better do it right.
It's our credentialed Tigers and Lions reporter and writer, Matthew Broder. Thank you for everything that you do for this show, brother.
Appreciate you, everyone. Chat, have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. We'll see you Monday.
Hey, and it's your boy Brandon Day, a.k.a. Detroit Kool-Aid, your credentialed Pistons reporter and writer for the network. It's been a great week. Thank you, chat family. You got us through a very long week, so I appreciate you guys. If you didn't get the opportunity, smash that like button on the way out. Share the stream, post the stream. Help your Woo Crew out, man. We appreciate it greatly. Have a good one. Keep luck.
30 visits. When I took my visit to Detroit and I met and I sat with when I sat with Brad, Dan, AG, it was like, dang, bro. Like, no, I'm not even just saying this because I'm a Lion. I was like, dang, brother, I want to play here. Like, this remind me the most of Bama. Like, even as far as like how we compete, how the practices be. Like, that's when I was like, yeah, I want to be here. But